Candle no hot so, stove no hot so, curling iron no hot so. DJ Nicholas on the channel, now listen to the big mouth. The place hot like a fire meeting. Demon run when the fire reach him. Use the word like a wire beat him. Obedience and fire beats him. Smoke a rise cause the fire we bring consuming fire of a higher meaning. I've got a vision, that's why I'm dreaming. Serpent head get crushed when the Messiah meet him. You fall down, rise up, a grace that. You fire them not fi waste, waste what? You praise that, the place hot is a praise spot. You comment it full of spot, but you erase that. You can't be the Lord of heavy, you better face that. Army of darkness smash up like a clay pot. When we lay flat, had the best place that. Him direct, we no fire straight shot in a fire meeting. Legions run when the fire meet him. Use the word like a wire beat him. Obedience and fire beats him. Smoke a rise, cause the fire we bring consuming fire of a higher meaning. I've got a vision, that's why I'm dreaming. Serpent head get crushed when the Messiah meet him. God's present where two or three gathered. May the enemy know we unbothered. His opinions are invalid. His minions are go get a salad. We run round them like heathen hazards. Send fire to the camp where the demon gather. Under the blood of Christ, the real men laddered. God has speak to the tongues them was summoned in a fire meeting. Legions run when the fire meet him. Use the word like a wire beat him. Obedience and fire beats him. Smoke a rise cause the fire we bring consuming fire of a higher meaning. I've got a vision, that's why I'm dreaming. Serpent head get crushed when the Messiah meet him. And at midnight Paul and Silas prayed and sang praises unto God. And the prisoners heard them, and suddenly there was a great earthquake, so that the foundations of the prisons were shaken, and immediately all the doors were opened. The place hot like a fire meeting. Legions run when the fire meet him. Use the word like a wire beat him. Obedience and fire beats him. Smoke a rise cause the fire we bring consuming fire of a higher meaning. I've got a vision, that's why I'm dreaming. Serpent head get crushed when the Messiah meet him. Fire meeting. The place hot like a fire meeting. Smoke a rise in a fire meeting. Demons burn in a fire meeting. The place hot like a fire meeting.
Yeah, it's the remix. I'ma say it one more time, I'm not gon' stop. Yeah. Hit 'em up, tell 'em it's time we take it global. Let more blaze on Mondays and the vocals. Been envision my circle inside the oval. Drop the pin, I'm in, it's all logo. Riding with the spirit and I'm making it plain. Couldn't make sense, so we making a change. Got to live and wanna know we making it rain. Holy fire, we making them play. Moses, we chosen, we float in the ocean. When the water ain't far, we dolphin. All know when Yahweh all day. Heaven bound and I'm on my way. Ain't no man ain't ever taking my faith. Go hard, don't come with no flame. I'm down to give it all for Yahweh. Say it one more time, I'm not gon' stop. I'ma say it one more time, I'm not gon' stop. Got me feeling unstoppable, unstoppable, feeling unstoppable, unstoppable, feeling unstoppable like a
Django, Django, you know how it goes. African shot boy, I got the flow. Me when I hold on, no letting go. All of my peeps not been on the road. I'ma go down, go down. I'ma stop it, boo, stop it, boo. If they won't stop me, won't stop me. I'm a nigga need to stop my Jesus.
I'ma say it one more time, I'm not gon' stop. I'ma say it one more time, I'm not gon' stop. Got me feeling unstoppable, unstoppable, feeling unstoppable, unstoppable, feeling unstoppable like a can't lose now. Yeah. Get up, baby, where the sun be? Lily been shining like sunbeams. I don't know limits, I go ahead and get it. Unstoppable, yeah, that's the only way I've been living, but really ain't new. Ask about it, yeah, they know in the 512. Yeah, I know the creator don't imitate you, it irritates you. Can't stop how we move, no. Really what's the ceiling? I ain't got that in me. To see the sunny hold me down, ain't gotta see gravity. That's faith without sight. My angels on sight. My veil that's in spite. I saw I take flight. Feeling unstoppable. We beat the odds, but you call it improbable. Yes, looking insane. The queens is gonna reign and do this in vain. We repping Yahweh.
I'ma say it one more time, I'm not gonna stop. I'ma say it one more time, I'm not gonna stop. Feeling unstoppable, feeling unstoppable, feeling unstoppable like I can't lose. Feeling unstoppable.
Glory 93.9 FM, your favorite gospel station, coming to you live on a Saturday afternoon at 12:28. It is Delton, and I'm joined by
Vera.
And we're getting ready to get started on DGMT, everybody. So go ahead, get yourself a hot beverage.
We got ours.
We got our hot beverage. Get yourself one like us, so you're gonna be a part of the conversation. We're gonna get started in about 1 minute and
29
30
seconds.
Okay, I'm gonna say 30, but okay, we go 29.
29. Keep the people on their toes.
keep them guessing. Keep them guessing. You never know what's gonna happen. So go on, get something to.
While you get something to drink, you must share it. Share it.
Yeah,
it.
share
You know
it.
who you need to tag today. You know who you need to tag.
Yeah, share the
Share
live.
it. Share the live.
As we get ready and get going on this beautiful, beautiful Saturday. I try to find a song to play that ain't sound like the way the other one sound, and I can't find it. I like it.
Play my song of the week from last week.
What else?
Or yours. That was good too.
That's on my computer though. So I guess we can just talk until we start.
Okay, we can do that. All is well. I'm currently in the business of sharing it.
Yeah,
That's what I'm doing
I'm currently in the business
right
trying
now.
to figure out what's happening with this audio, because I like it.
Where the camera? Oh,
Let's do it.
Janelle, that's very, very forceful and aggressive.
Aggressive.
Just slow that down. Pull that back.
Whoa, all right.
Yeah, because we've really come online to have a cameraless show. Give us a minute. Someone asked me at 11:09. So, DGMT, first of all,
Calm it down.
it's very early in the day.
And be aggressive. It's very early to be aggressive.
Oh, so y'all having show today? I feel like we made it very clear we would be present and accounted for today.
I thought we did. You even sent out posts. You sent out
And the
posts.
saints and the keying under the post, and then still coming with the spirit of doubt and unbelief. I hope that you don't apply the same attitude to your life and the promises of God concerning you.
Anyway, let's get started.
No, Janelle, this is a part of your new routine.
Yikes. You gotta see that coming, man. You should know that one was coming.
And that's the kind of thing I'm gonna come for you regardless of if you come for me first. So if you come for me first,
Irregardless. Regardless, she gonna come for you. So welcome everybody. Welcome to DGMT.
You're not gonna have any music to start the song.
No,
sure?
but it ain't playing, and I ain't like
Play
it.
something.
I tried, but it didn't work.
We got all kinds of things we gotta play today.
I know, but it didn't work. You have things to play.
Everything the devil tried, it didn't work.
Probably one of the things.
No. I refuse to agree. I no go agree.
One of the things the devil tried. It seems to have prospered.
No man. God, make it fail. Make it fail.
You gotta do everything yourself, because I gotta come out here. I gotta come out the room.
So what do I have
start
to
it again.
do?
Nothing. You just talk to people. You add
No,
the
I don't
cameras
want to
if
do
you
that. I wanna play music. Can I play music from my device?
Oh, you want to be fancy?
I mean, if we're doing it, let's do it.
Okay, go ahead then.
From my Spotify.
You have a thing on?
What me? What?
You know where the headphone bought it? So everybody that's listening on radio, we do apologize.
You can't see the look I'm giving Delton either. I apologize for that too.
We are getting ourselves together here on DGMT, having a little technical issue here, one that we did not expect.
Because it really just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, and so let's give us a few seconds. You can talk amongst yourselves.
Make sure share it. Make sure share it. How do I do it?
You play music? You play it? It playing now? Is it playing? Tell me what's it playing.
But is it going to come through on the live from my
Yeah. If you play it. If you play it, they will come. But you don't play it though.
Hear it.
You hear it? If you hear this, brother.
No, I don't hear it.
Okay. And what you do? All right, there we go. You gotta move the StreamYard tab. Other than that, we can have an issue. Yeah, you can mute that tab.
The tab. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And now
Okay.
you play now.
Hold on.
All right.
The tab. Mute site.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, man. We there now?
We still playing.
All right.
Yep. Okay, we back. We back in business. Delton, I got this. DJ,
Yeah.
please pick up your phone up on the request line. Cassie say why we whispering? Why are we whispering? We're supposed to be whispering?
We're trying to fix things.
Not the slow jams of the 80s, Vera gospel music. I don't understand. You know, sometimes I sing songs.
Yeah.
I hear someone coming in the room. I hear movement outside. And it is 12:33.
You gonna call? I'm gonna call.
I can keep my eye on my phone. Hello there.
You're like, I get inside.
You have a real talk. No,
Wow.
it's true. I didn't lock the gate because I thought you weren't here. Remember, I came in and I really
Yeah.
thought it was just me.
This is about.
Y'all share it. We are here. We are live. We're ready to go.
Come on, then, man. Come on. Then.
Today is special guest day. Today is
I thought you
hot
would've bring
tea
something,
day. I know, but I told him, I said we like cookies, so I'm
Oh.
confused why you are here empty-handed.
Wow. Our shows like cookies.
I didn't say we are like cookies. I say we like cookies. I don't even know how. Anyway, guys, it's going to be an interesting show. I can already tell there are so many indicators that we are about to have a time today, and we are already 1 minute in. I say 1 hour and 11 minutes.
It's in 1 hour and 11 minutes.
Oh, one. Yeah. It's a live 1.11.50 and counting. It's powerful. Anyway, y'all share it. This serious business must be done today, and we need to get to it ASAP. The Saints are on the live. A pleasant good morning, because it is morning somewhere in the world to all. Janelle is on the live, trying to fire shots, but she caught them, and here we
All
are.
right.
Good morning.
Hey, everybody.
Hi,
Welcome.
everyone.
You
Good
can
morning
see
to
us.
one Alan B. Wilson and Julianne, who is also on the live. Morning to Miss Denisha Strawn and Miss Cassie Knowles. Cassie, we still whispering, or we on full volume now? We shouldn't still be whispering.
Yeah, let us
I'm
know.
blurry, but you know what? I see the devil's on our track this morning, trying to turn us back. Hey!
No, that's not that way.
But I say God made it fail. God made it fail.
He was trying that.
Julianne said, you said we were pulling up Spotify. Julianne just making sure I don't play the wrong playlist. Good looking out, sis. Good looking out. Jody Ann say bright and early and bright like your days. No, because they'll be merry and bright, not early and bright.
Yeah, that's wrong song.
Wrong song. Cassie said we're good. Wonderful. Delton, where is your shirt? In Delton's defense, his shirt suffered sustained injuries in the wash, so he hasn't been able to wear it. But we're getting on it. We're gonna get on it and get Delton back
on the next Saturday
in the gear. But I just felt like today was the day to represent that good morning tea, the squad, and so here we are. Delton, these camera thingums.
This is my. What's that?
You high and close.
I hide you?
High, low, and far.
I still don't understand why. That's more close to you, man.
You want me to put this in my eyeball?
But does look in the eyeball?
I never am that close to it though. It's never that close to it.
I think that's
Then
what
I'm
it is.
also need to go up it.
Yeah, you're too far.
You know what?
It's the cushion. It's the cushion. Anyway, guys, sorry for all this hullabaloo and ruckus that's happening.
And you would think we
is
just
happening.
we've been at a hot minute trying to get ourselves together.
In fact, my coffee almost finished.
I mean, and you got a venti.
I'll love you the video.
Coffee is a venti and it's cold. Janelle said, speaking of shirts, are they up for purchase?
Of course. $25 will get you one if you are.
Oh, which one think this is a
Thought it
game?
was a game.
Thought this was a-
Thought it was a
Thought this was a gaming.
That was a duck shop operation. No,
You know when you have guests on your show who clearly don't watch your show? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. Crazy, bro. Let's get the show started.
Yeah, start the show.
Run the track.
We gotta start the show. Here we go, guys. All ready?
I paused my thing, right?
I turned it off.
Okay.
It's still off? I think it's still off.
I
There we
paused
go.
it. 5.
We've got
6,
that. Good morning,
7,
Tea with Brother
5,
Delton and
6.
Hold on, sorry. Yikes. It's one of these. It's one of these.
Orders. You know what? Those of you that want to order a t-shirt, just send an inbox message to Julianne and she will organize
Just get it together first.
the brochure. She'll get it
We've
together.
got that.
Hey,
Good morning, Tea with Brother Delton and V. Vera Aqua are the faces you see. Insightful, delightful by far. Just a signature laugh and Vera's kiki ha ha.
Good morning.
Sip that tea.
Good morning.
Sip that tea.
Good morning.
Sip that tea.
Good morning.
Sip that tea. We started with the popular and shift the topic to the strange. You better come in fast, cause the topic's gonna straight. Faithful are the followers that sipping on the tea. From wars to memes to governmental policy.
Good morning.
Sip that tea.
Good morning.
Come on and sip that tea.
Good morning.
Come on and sip that tea.
Good morning.
Come on, sip that tea. And Pops pass the tea when they're closing on the final fact. And in my Vera voice, my show just got hijacked. Understand your popularity. Even prophets and bishops gotta have that morning tea.
Good morning.
Sip that tea, good morning. Sip that tea, good morning. Sip that tea, good morning. Sip that tea.
Thank you so much, studio audience is in the place this morning, giving us a round of applause. Give it.
Sound the big ting. We've not had a big ting in about a year, but Delton finally got it together, and we can sound the big ting on this Saturday morning. I told you this show is gonna be hot.
It was hype, guys.
We have the big ting. We're wearing t-shirts.
We got a guest.
We've got guests.
So good morning, one. Good morning, good morning, one. Good morning, all.
Good morning, big. Good morning, small.
Good morning, short. Good morning, tall.
Good morning to all of y'all.
All of
everybody,
y'all.
everybody, laddie, daddy,
everybody,
and everybody. Julianne, tap the people down. Y'all need to tag the Saints so they know that we started, that the show is happening. Y'all get in the comments and tag the people down.
All right. So we starting the show off. We want to start off by saying happy birthday to everybody that celebrated a birthday.
Yeah, my friend.
Anniversary.
One more year upon them.
Anybody that we might have missed. I know this
something
week coming up.
Something or
my wife. I have to get my wife right now.
Next year we're doing it again.
Let's get past all that. My wife's birthday is on the 21st.
Now you can sound the big thing again.
Song it again. Yeah, exciting again. My wife's birthday is on the 21st. All right, now we do everybody else.
Extra big shout outs to Julianne who celebrates her birthday. There's a week. Looking sweet 16.
Definitely. Anybody else who's celebrating a birthday this week?
What are the birthday plans, Delton? Any special?
I gotta check with her first, make sure she ain't cooking or something.
Oh, wow. Julianne, if your husband fired a shot and I was about to defend you, but he makes a very valid point.
She probably is.
Knowing you, he's made a valid point because money gotta make.
Money got to make.
Money got to.
We can't go nowhere if you ain't no money. we can't go anywhere if there's no money. And so she might be working.
Let me call out the other saints that have come in the room. Xavier, one Xavier Roll. Higgs is here in the room. Already with the key and show ain't even start. My goodness. Julianne, say someone tell Lillian the saints have started.
That's what I say?
What?
I said 21st, isn't it?
Yeah, you did. I didn't want to correct you, but I was like, you know what? Let me leave the people there. Because I was like, I'm pretty sure it's not that day.
Second.
But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's giving millennials. Jody Ann says she wants a shirt. Miss Deborah Delaveau is on the live this morning. Good morning, Miss Debbie. Good morning to all those who are coming in the room. Terrell says, good after morning, people. Good after morning to you too, sir.
So happy birthday to all the March babies. And happy anniversaries to all the March couples.
Yes, indeed.
So that's if we get to news, we're trying to move quickly because we got a guest.
Trying to move quickly because we got guests and we got things to do. So happy birthday to all who are. Last Saturday it was my nephew's birthday and I did not shout him out. Yes, you did. I didn't. Yeah. No, I talked to you about the fact that I needed to call him. I didn't shout him out on the show.
Oh, sorry.
So a very happy belated birthday to one Johan who turned 8, I believe, last week Saturday. Big shout outs to him. Who else celebrated their birthday this week? I think that's it.
All right.
My headphones are in and out, but we're gonna press towards the mark.
Yeah, mine too. I know
We're gonna keep it moving.
I don't like it at all.
You gotta keep it moving.
Yeah, keep it moving.
So welcome to all of you that are here and continue to share and like and subscribe and repost, etc. We are moving on to our news and reviews. We didn't really check how y'all doing. Y'all good? Everybody's well.
Everybody sure.
All is well. My new favorite social media content creator is the Relatable Bahamian. She's a whole movie.
Very relatable.
Very relatable, and she will give you a whole 13 minutes of an episode.
That's long. It ain't gonna be no quick skip around there, buddy. It ain't gonna be a long time.
And the episode that she posted recently, I had to stop watching it because I was actually boiling inside. Like the concept of your work sends you away, gives you an allowance, and then they send somebody to manage the allowance. Did you watch the episode?
No, I didn't see that one.
So she turns up at work, her managers, her boss is them, sending her on a conference, sending the finance department on a conference. Now, there's her arch nemesis in the office is Miss Ferguson.
Yeah,
Farquharson. I think it's Farquharson. Farquharson is her arch nemesis, the lady who's in charge of HR. Her and her friend, big plans. They going on this finance trip. They get to Dunkin' Donuts in the airport. They done check in, done gone through security, and Farquharson rock up with her child.
Oh no, but
Thank you. Farquharson rock up with her child, and Farquharson say, "I here to make sure they gave me a stipend, and I'm here to make sure it's not wasted. So anything you need, you gotta ask me." I said, I said, pause. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't finish the episode. I couldn't go back because that incensed me.
Yeah, no.
The thought of such a thing. I was like, Bahamians all over the country are screaming. What do you mean you're gonna watch over my stipend? I already spent that. What you don't know is no, not in my mind on Amazon. I don't spend that. What do you mean you're gonna hold my money? Anyway, so shout outs to the Relatable Bahamian for the excellent relatable content. Aurora is here. Okay, Aurora Reach. So let's start.
All right. So for news and reviews happening this week, I don't know what's happening in this country. There's still trend of suicide. It's definitely. Passed off, but it recently done, but it has to be a spirit because like it's one starts like it always like it just starts to snowball, and so we send condolences to all the family members that have lost a loved one. Through suicide,
and there was the very, very strange story of the baby that was found in a bag.
That one, the fetus that was found on Paradise Island, that's Ocean Club, in front of Ocean Club. Yeah,
in a bag.
That was Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, no. You could all, yeah, they got
your mic is off.
I need to check that. Remember that smell the other day?
Oh, by Yole. Oh boy.
There's a plastic bag in the bushes.
You lie. Oh Jesus.
God.
Just like, yeah, you are.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's dead
and not.
I hope so.
I think that's the most likely.
Yeah.
That's the most likely.
I don't think you should check that. I don't think you should check that. You should call somebody.
Oh my God.
Oh,
wow.
Thanks.
Anyway. Yeah, so
okay, all right.
condolences to those,
to
the members of those families, because death is difficult on its own, but certain circumstances just exacerbate the sense of grief, confusion, pain, need for answers, and so we pray for those persons, and we pray that this spirit doesn't take a hold and rush through the nation.
Definitely not,
because I think it's also what is reported too. You know what I mean? So there could be an uptick, but there could also just be a rise in the reports
Yeah.
As well,
I try to get myself to
maybe it's the easy news, because I feel like we underestimate how much news is impacted by the need for something new. Right. So if there isn't an expo, or if there isn't some conference, or if there isn't a press release, we're gonna report this. Yeah,
something else.
Yeah, so I think that's also something to bear in mind too.
I mean, I know attempts are always a thing on the issue. It's always an issue, especially for us as a church where we deal with young people. You always get the reports of attempts. Persons taking overdosing on pills, cutting themselves, trying to end their lives. So that's another part too. Where there's like I don't be talking about all the plain incidents that's been happening. Like was it always happening, or just
just reporting
now
it
that
more?
it's talking about it now, we can talk about it some more. That was also in the news. Else in the news? What else in the news? What happened this week?
I see that the women's dam, they're giving the women's it's on the table for the women's dam 6 to 12 months maternity leave. And I see some people are like, I see some people are like, let's talk about the men's paternity one thing at a time. No, I'm with you. The men should get better paternity, but one problem at a time.
Yeah,
one issue.
I think that
one issue at a time.
3 weeks for females, I think that's absurd.
3 months, you mean?
3 months, sorry.
12 weeks, not
12
even
weeks,
3 weeks. 12 weeks. Oh no, that's in.
That's a bit
inconceivable.
What's it in the UK?
9 to 12 months.
9 to 12 months. Black girl paid?
Yes, sir.
Jesus.
9 to 12 months. People just go on maternity when they come back. They, as a teacher, when they come back, they hold their whole class in the next grade.
Wow.
Next grade, and if you time that right, to have that baby just before school close.
Oh, you're right. You
time it just when school starts. Come back for like 2-3 weeks. Maternity.
Go on.
I can see y'all. In the next.
Y'all have fun.
Year.
Y'all, whatever y'all do in life. Happy graduation to y'all. I'm gonna be out.
Aurora said that 7 days for the men is ridiculous. I agree. I agree. And they definitely need to address the paternity too.
But first things first. First things first. Let's get the female. So
let's
that's
sort
being
the women's
tabled.
them out.
What
I
else
see
being
that was tabled.
Then I did see some. We had a shipment of something from Ghana from your friends.
I feel like they picked us
From
up
your
in the
friends and
spirit
family?
realm because last week we had the conversation about the Prime Minister's international
Yeah.
relations and what we felt, whether we
And the
felt
effects of it.
the money that was being spent for him to travel was consummate to the gains that come from him making these connections with other countries. And Tuesday there was a I saw the article in The Guardian where there is a boat on the way from my hometown, my home country,
Yep.
on the way to the Bahamas. So it's almost like an experiment, trying to see if we can establish a new trade route.
Did they say what the
if
products
we
were?
are going to get fresher produce? No, but there's that from the article. There's food. And it was interesting to me that this boat is going to take 50 days to get here, and it's still going to give fresher produce. And I'm like, geez, Louise, yes,
Wow.
because I read the article so I could come talking like I have sense. The idea is that there are certain items that we get from America, but they get it from Africa anyway. So we're basically trying to cut out the middleman.
Right.
So they gave
Makes
an
sense.
example in the article of tuna.
Okay.
Tuna. So
We get that from Africa.
they
to
get
the
it from
US.
Africa. The US gets from Africa. We get it from the US. And like, why not just get it ourselves? And the idea is that produce will be fresher because we've cut out a length of the route.
I like it. I'm here for it.
Something about triangular trade comes to mind.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Sounds familiar.
let's see how it goes. Not
there's-
15, not 15, 50, 50.
Yeah.
50, women of God.
Yes, but one of the other things that also, I saw this on Beyond the Headlines, speaking of Ghana, there was a little uproar because I think it was last year that there was about 18 or so Ghanaian nurses that we
Shout
brought
outs
in.
to my people.
Yeah, people here, yeah.
My people. And I haven't met any of them. I wanted to befriend them.
Just to go there.
Yeah, I wanted to like make friends so they could make me jollof rice and stuff, but it didn't quite work out.
But Fufu's Nigerian. It's Fufu's
No,
Nigerian.
Fufu's West Africa.
everywhere.
Everyone
Okay.
has their own version of it.
But that caused some uproar because there are Bahamian nurses who were complaining. The nurses union president was on, saying that there are Bahamian nurses who have yet to be confirmed that are still making, I think she said, like $200-something a week.
What is the delay though?
And that's the thing. But we had a big party plan to welcome and to bring in the Ghanaian nurses on full salary. I'm
here for making them feel welcome.
Oh yeah.
Are they getting full salary for real?
Yeah, I think they made them confirm them bad boys. Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
So
to that.
that was a big of an issue and concern. Other things making news, I can't remember. Now
Apparently, you all have the best airport in the Caribbean.
I did see that they say that.
But I believe that. You all take some things for granted.
I
believe
say
that.
I can't tell. I've never been to much airports.
I
in the
believe
Caribbean.
that.
I've been to Jamaica's airport.
You think do you think LPIA is better than Jamaica's airport?
That was a long time ago. So I know what it is now. I ask them like Jody. I do not like to walk from our airport. That's one thing I despise.
And Delton, I don't think you've had to do the walk I have to do. That British Airways, when it comes back,
Yeah.
that is the furthest
They
distance
park
from
on the
anywhere.
last. Yeah, because that's where I'll take off from too. You'll take off from that one that's way on.
Yeah, but walking to it don't feel as
Yeah.
bad as walking
Oh, no,
back.
walking back.
Jesus. And you know, I'm always coming with a much too heavy handheld case.
You
A
walk in,
handbag that's really.
and you looking for that policeman. You can't find that policeman nowhere. So that policeman must be pointing this way. You try to find him, and you just
And then
keep
it's
on walking.
carpet, so my bag won't roll smooth, man. Oh, anyway,
Yeah.
it's been a long time. Can't wait to go
so
back.
Other than that, that's
LPIA,
other
I miss you,
news.
baby.
Can't wait to get back. And so other news and reviews. Are we including profit in the news and reviews? Because that's being news.
Yeah, why not?
That's being big news. Now I wanted to make the topic today a different title.
You didn't do it?
I didn't do it. I wanted to put that roses are red, violets are blue. She got hers. What about you? That's what I wanted to name the show. That roses are indeed red.
You make me sick.
But I was like, you know what? I'll leave that alone.
I feel like you shouldn't have. I feel like the Saints like it to be as sensational and as
let's
scandalous
spicy. Let's
as
spicy.
possible. So we put in prophetess in the news and reviews. Why not? I don't know how we're gonna come back.
No,
from
we
this.
can't because we our guest gotta go. You gotta cut here.
Yeah, it's true.
You gotta
It's
go off
true.
this job before
So
you get fired.
we're gonna save that special news story for the end.
Unless
of
you
the
want to talk
show.
about it. No way.
You don't know what we're talking about.
No way. No.
Play the video.
Of a prophet.
While he does that, let me tag the Saints because some of them ain't here.
Let me say that. Wait, let me find it real quick. You didn't see the thing? Oh boy. Who said it to me? I can't remember who said it to me. Anyway,
I mean, any number of human beings.
all right, so I can play it from y'all. Let me. I don't because I mean, you know, I was gonna talk about it today. I can just wait. But since our guests don't know about it, let's add it to the thing. Let's share screen. Oh, we're gonna share this little window right here. All right. Just see if we make sure to play.
The roads from Ian the other day.
Hold on, wait.
Let's go back.
You know, one of the greatest things I purchased the other day from who? Ian, right?
Mm-hmm.
I purchased the roads from Ian the other day.
Hold on, wait. You mentioned wait a minute, hold on. Urkel owns it last week, so tonight.
You probably can get that Ian.
No, Ian come bring me the commission. You purchased the road. You are saying that to say. There's no shame in that. In your marriage.
Nothing. If you have to introduce some sex toy to assist and to your level of ecstasy and enjoyment, now again I say, you're not bothering with the back because anything with the back is falling. But there are times I can be wrong right now because I'm talking to my women. There are times when my husband uses his tongue, he uses his fingers, he uses different parts of his body, and all of that brings me to a state of arousal and satisfaction. Nothing is wrong with that marriage. And Christian women, a lot of you are sitting up in churches, you're dressed right down, looking good, and you're miserable because you've never been satisfied one day in your life.
I think you got the gist of it. I think y'all should be pretty much.
You cut it off. She wasn't finished.
I think y'all pretty much.
Why did you cut it off? She was not.
I think
finished.
y'all understand what you're saying from that video.
Run it one more time because I'm just tagging a couple people. I will make sure nobody missed this.
But I didn't catch the part about the toys.
You catch it because you know exactly what she's talking about. Guys, we have a guest in studio, right? And so if you hear another voice in the background, he's here. He isn't supposed to be on mic yet because we still trying to bring him in. We're trying to do things in decency and in order. But he said he hadn't seen the video, and I feel like it was only right. It's only right to make sure he was caught up on the things.
Yeah, so
for those who came for other business, please forgive us for this brief intermission. Did you just say nice? I can't.
All right, so yeah, so that's that. Anyway, Jody come back. Jody says it's not expedient. Some things are lawful, definitely.
Jody, and that response is too deep for too early. Delta, play it one more time. Our numbers one more time, just so for anyone who may have missed it. So some people, people have been busy about their lives. They may not have seen this particular story going around. Someone sent me this at 12 midnight.
You know, one of the greatest things I purchased the other day from Ian, right? I purchased the rose from Ian the other day.
Ian come bring me the commission. You purchased the road. You are saying that to say. There's no shame in that. In your marriage.
If you have to introduce some sex toy to assist and to your level of ecstasy and enjoyment, now again I say, you're not bothering with the back because anything with the back is solid. But there are times I can be raw right now because I'm talking to my women. There are times when my husband uses his tongue, he uses his finger, he uses different parts of his body, and all of that brings me to a state of arousal and satisfaction. Nothing is wrong with that in marriage. And Christian women, a lot of you are sitting up in churches, you're dressed right down, looking good, and you're miserable because you've never been satisfied not one day in your life. You are so stuck in the missionary position. That's why your husband is out with other women. And I dare say, many of these men who are preaching in the pulpit, you know that you are sleeping with other women because your wife is not satisfying you. And if she would be honest, she'll tell you you ain't satisfying her.
That's right.
Amen.
And we're at the point where anything that is said could be held against you in the court of law, because anything is innuendo at this point. Anything you say.
You got it, man. So shall we bring our guests in?
Yes.
I want to do like a formal introduction and all that stuff, but you know what?
Let me just read the comments before. Let me read the comments. Our guest got a catchy self. Oh, bless the name of the Lord. Janelle says she wanted to see our faces. Let me give you the face I was like. Mine was just, that was my face. Just, that was mine.
It's a bit cringy.
Marisha says good morning. Rashad says good morning. Sin is here. She says everything ain't
for the world.
The world. So my question to you is there, what she said should just not be said, or just not be said in that setting? Because she's making a point about the sex lives of Christian husbands and wives that I feel like is probably valid. I feel like anybody who's been honest can admit that, because it's such a taboo subject in the church. She's probably saying things that some people need to hear. Yeah. So are we saying she shouldn't have said it? Or are we saying it was okay for her to say it when she said it? Because she said she come for the women's stem. She wasn't really talking to you. And I said to Delton,
for the married women.
I said, Delton, I'm not the intended audience. So I will reserve.
I have nothing to say.
I'm going to reserve my commentary, because she wasn't talking to me.
She said the married woman.
Now her words,
I'm out.
Her words did impact me in the sense that I really had to struggle not to close my eyes, and my imagination was like reacting.
And that's why they say it's not for every place. That's what the reason why they say it's not for, because now you cause people.
How much is too much for TV? Julian asked. Rashad is stuck in the what?
I did that other part of his body.
I really thought we were gonna leave. I really thought we were gonna leave that alone.
What's up? Hey, I'll on another level.
Sin says visuals that she did not need. She was too and this is the married women.
Yes, it's the married
people.
women.
It's the people who she was speaking to. This is the people she was speaking to.
Yeah.
Cassie say, "Well." Julianne say, "Cause why the whole Bahamas need to know what me and my husband is do and how we is do it." She listed.
She listed.
She started listing.
She went through, and then she went on, etc. So it's like this, etc., etc., etc. So there's other words. There's more. She tried to help. She tried to help the young people in the Bahamas. And the
Rashad says he needs Bishop to be in the room for this particular conversation.
Bishop ain't for this one. One thing I know, Bishop, he ain't touch this.
He is not going to touch.
Yeah, you're gonna force us on the show Tuesday. You gotta find me. I can show you how to. I can show you how to add it to the thing, and just let it play.
Bishop talk on this. Crazy.
Aurora says her truth, because what this is, I just watched on the news. It's her truth.
No, it's not the news. It's beyond.
It's beyond headlines.
The news.
Yeah, that's beyond headlines.
And how far beyond the headlines can we really go? What's the limit?
Apparently there are.
Did she go too far?
Oh, there's the limit.
She went too far.
Back door's the limit. She stay anything in the back. That's the limit.
Delton, why'd you keep recording?
We draw the line, and this is.
And she said it so by the way, like matter of factly.
Yeah, this is the line. This is the line we don't cross.
And I think for me, that's where I'll chime in. That's why I said I feel like what you did, what that needed to be in a setting where you're teaching women who need to know this information, who are curious to learn about this, because I feel like just throwing it out there and then making comments like the back is sodomy and then just keep going like, no babes, context demands that. Are you teaching this or you not like, what are we doing? But I blame Shanique. Tell Shanique I said ease your fault.
For bringing it on.
Ease your fault. And then Shanique trying to make this a serious moment. So this is what you're saying in terms of these are the things that are allowed in my. No, don't try and tidy this up, Shanique. You open this can of worms and they all crawling out the can. That's what it is.
They loose. The worms were loose.
The worms were loose as a goose.
Says, I mean.
Sin say I cringed, okay? Cringed. Donicia, good morning, good afternoon to you.
Shakara
said this is 2025.
What's the problem?
Do you want a revolution? The revolution is now being televised.
It's televised, buddy. On news.
It's televised.
Janelle says I understand the intention.
It wasn't even after Watershed, babe.
I mean, it was late.
What time is late?
Our show's come on like 8:30, almost 9.
That's not late.
It's It's prime time. Actually. They call it prime time.
That's when Grey's Anatomy and things come on TV. What you mean?
So that's how you understand the intention, but definitely something for a closed meeting. Maybe a married ladies conference.
Not maybe. Absolutely. A married ladies
I mean, she said it though. She said, I'm talking to the nigga.
And Sin is willing, in all her cringe, Sin is willing to admit her points are valid. Marisha say, is she wrong? Nobody is arguing with the content. Now, some people have questions about certain phrases she used. For example, our guest here is really confused by the phrase and other parts of his body. But I'm imploring.
Yeah,
I'm imploring
not confused.
my guest.
Just, you know.
I'm imploring our guests to just let that one go. Like, leave that
All right,
alone.
let's bring the guest in because it's 1 o'clock.
Let's bring the guest in.
All right,
It's
so
1
today,
o'clock.
guys, we're joined by a special guest, a close friend of mine. I call him a brother. Knowing him now, 20. Oh boy, this is almost 30 years. almost 30 years.
Oh,
I've known this young man. Being a part of.
But you said you've known him
for
almost
years.
30 years, but he's a young man. Those two things don't go.
You know, like, I know this old man over 30 years. I was 30 years.
I'm
now.
sorry, that was low.
Like grew up like a brother to me. I can remember many times him picking me up like an older brother and taking me around, showing me the spots during summer breaks when I was in primary school. He was a grown man then. Yeah, but I was sitting down. I never got sitting down in the island kitchen. You came in the 2-door, the black Civic. I'm in the black Civic.
These two are having a
and you came. I was sitting down, just being bored in the island kitchen. He was like, "Come on, I taking him." And Lou was like,
what you mean? Come on, I taking him.
Lou was
where?
like, you say he's taking him.
Taking him where?
I didn't know.
She knew you.
Yeah. She knew him. She knew him from being around. And he's like, come, let's go. And we gone. And I go and sit down in the car. You go and take me to the shop because you had to buy something for you and me and daddy. And then you take me to Fox Hill.
That's so sweet.
Take me to the house in Fox Hill. I saw the...
Delton, a lot of comments are coming in that we're not reading.
I had a chance to see...
We're going to read them when we bring the guests in.
I had a chance to see the White Dynasty park up in Fox Hill yard. And then they take me for some McDonald's and carry me back. They did it again in the green Honda 70103.
What is wrong with you?
That was the license plate. 70103.
I didn't even know the license plate.
Picked me up in the green Honda, took me around again.
You're clearly an integral part of Delton's
child,
Delton's teenage,
part of my life.
It was adolescence. Let me read the last of these comments before you bring our guest on camera. It's a lot. If she was doing this at a woman's retreat, I would expect that conversation in a speaking.
I can bring one cameraman.
But not, okay, bring him on camera, but not under news so we can see his reactions to the comments. I think that what she said is important and valid, probably a bit taboo at that moment. I agree with her though. I don't think it was her intention to cause a stir. I don't think so at all. I think she was enlightened and she wanted to share what she was enlightened about. Hold on, let me read these comments. Maybe not for the TV. Cassie said this. Adisha's on the live and she says hello to you too. Aurora says that's too much of her business on the streets. I wonder how her husband feels.
Oh, feel like a boss.
So if your wife did that to you on TV and just throw you out there and talk about your tongue and your fingers and all the other parts of your body, you would feel like, yeah.
Other parts of the body, I'd be confused.
You know how many other marriages they may be helping just... Listen, the problem is... So really? I know we're supposed to dive into this, right? But the problem is, we don't like to talk about this in the church. And we're talking about it's inappropriate, but if we look at what our children are exposed to on Netflix, on regular network television, and these things are not teaching them within the bounds of marriage.
But it's me who feels uncomfortable. It's me who feels violated. I am not a young person who's watching dirty things on Netflix. I am not a married woman who's struggling to find sexual pleasure in my marriage. I am a regular.
You thought was Netflix. You're off with that. You didn't want to show a name. I was like, Jesus.
What show this is?
Your hometown show with Bridgerton.
But Bridgerton...
I say with biograph.
First of all, you don't do that to me because I am not one of those believers who's going to come on the internet and talk about Bridgerton like it isn't porn. Some people are watching it and talking about it like it ain't. No, Bridgerton is partially porn and it skip over. I'm too single to spend any time at nighttime watching things like that. So I didn't missell it. It's all these people that come on. It's all the saints that come on the internet and talk about Bridgerton like, hold on. We're collectively accepting.
Yeah, I know what you're
Anyway, we digress.
But isn't intimacy and all these things in the bounds of marriage beautiful?
In the bounds of marriage, she was on live television, and it's people like me innocently catching strays. Catching strays.
That's you. You
images being formed in my mind. Like, I didn't need to.
That should not be there at all.
Anyway, again, I don't.
What were you imaging? First of all, no, don't say that.
For me to put words to it would be criminal. I just think I'm with Rashad. I don't feel like she meant to cause a stir. I don't think like she was trying to be controversial. I think she was trying to bring relief to people, maybe in a way that So I think her heart was in the right place.
The intent was really good.
I mean, just a few weeks ago, she was on and she was saying that every time her and her husband get together, she has orgasms. This is what she said a few weeks ago. This wasn't like, so this is not her first time on this conversation.
So Shanique
so Shanique knew exactly what she was
problem.
Maybe she need to put a number online and say,
so maybe it's a case.
There you go.
So maybe it's a case where she's turning into a bit of a specialist on the topic. So anybody who's watching it knows what to expect. And then people like me, unfortunately, who somebody sends the link to or the clip to when you're in your personal time.
So if she comes online and start the Patrice Smith, don't put prophetess, don't put that. It's fine.
No big. Just put Dr. Prophetess Patrice Smith.
Don't put prophetess. Don't put prophetess.
Just
put Dr. Patrice
because
Smith.
prophetess ain't supposed to number these things.
This is the comment that sums up how I feel. With all her intentions being in the right place, I learned too much against my will.
But I tell you
I was overly informed.
Is this person married?
No.
But when they get married,
now you know.
Boy, they can be ready. They can be really ready. Be ready now.
Oh my goodness. Samantha Mondestin, good afternoon to you. She said it shouldn't be said in that setting. There's a place for everything. She could have made her point without exposing herself. Janelle says, I think you still have to be intentional and mindful about how you show up on live TV. We haven't learned that lesson yet, though. I think we have. I really don't think we've learned that lesson. I'm not sure who's going to teach us. It
depends, Vera.
It's not Vera, it's Janelle. She's got comments. Let me finish Janelle's comment and then you can tell me what it depends on. Janelle says, I think you still have to be intentional and mindful about how you show up on live TV where your audience is not just them, but everyone that sees this. We already have a big enough fight with people that see church ladies as jokes and losing respect. Church leaders as jokes and losing respect. This doesn't help. I don't care what the intention was. Right message, wrong time. What are you saying it depends on?
The wrong place? Wrong.
Also wrong time.
Wrong show.
Got to be later.
What is the right time and what is the right place?
A closed session for people who need and want that information.
Okay.
Do you know what? Not just because she was talking. No, I don't think it was the taboo of just talking about the fact that in Christian marriages, people getting sexual satisfaction is an issue. I don't think that's the problem. I think it's when you talk about your own personal purchase and its impact on you and your husband. I think that's when it's like, I understand that anecdote's a really good way to prove a point.
She is testifying. She is not talking about something she has not tried or she has not.
But then listen to me.
We out here cringing. She's saying, I've tasted and I've seen that it is good.
You need to cut your out. You are half of the problem. But the thing is, hold on. We doing all of this. Mother's living her best life and doesn't care what you have to say. And apparently you say your husband feels like the macho.
What's a boss right now?
Let me show up the way you next time.
All of y'all here wasting your breath.
Say here but you.
Like, who's the man?
You the man.
You the man.
Who got two thumbs in the guy?
Say, what's that other part though? What's the other part?
I always ask that. That part I don't even know. Bro, I don't even know what you've been doing. You keep that to yourself.
I don't want to know the other part.
No.
So we all here on the live talking about how she was in the right place, wrong time. Meanwhile, she's unbothered. The people who needed the information are feeling inspired. Her husband feels like the boss. Y'all just mad.
At the end of the day, you're not going to please and satisfy and impact everybody.
When
you go live, Because I think that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, like, she went live on...
See, like you said, Tin says, this ain't the first video. She was talking the other day about how she always sees the glory line.
Always
with her husband. Always sees the glory line. And always.
But for real, though, Delton, they need to take advantage of because it's stirring...
Definitely stirring.
It's stirring.
No, she could definitely have a conference.
She could not only have a conference, she could have an online call in.
She could do a podcast. She could
do hey, advice.
Back to my original point.
Call the management of glory.
Back to my original point.
Management of glory.
Back to my original point.
Show on glory.
I am
around
10:30.
The fact that the truth of the matter is needed.
It is needed.
It is needed.
Well, that took a turn and a twist I didn't see coming.
It is needed. If you listen to the conversation.
Do you know what? I feel outnumbered in a different kind of way today. Usually I feel outnumbered. But I feel outnumbered in a different kind of way today.
When you look at the divorce rate, it's higher in Christian churches than anywhere.
Higher.
When you look at all the pastors that
now
fall.
Now you giving.
When you look at all the pastors that fall. All the pastors that fall, it's usually.
And if you listen to the conversations of reasons why these persons go through divorce, that is one of the major issues. Especially in the Christian church.
Hence the reason she must hold a separate conference for people who need and want that information.
But not only the Christian church could benefit from her.
I ain't mad at her. I ain't mad at her. I'm just trying to help her for the future. Help her for the future. But this being said, for every one person who's outraged, there's another person who's feeling like, let me try.
It's like, what the person name? Where you get it from?
What she say? Ian. Ian? That was the Ian?
Who is Ian?
You could get me Ian contact.
I want to know what the rose is, though.
Like a rose. Shakara said mother was free. I answered him. You see, I answered
I don't want to know what the rose is, right? I
turn off his mic now. Turn off his mic now. Because I don't know what's just... My show just got hijacked.
Mikey, you understand? Okay, I guess for a more intimate setting, sure, maybe. But anyhow, you know what?
I go on. Cassie, we're not the intended audience.
Jesus,
my thing is, everybody who logged in or
you're not gonna let this go, are you?
Could use the remote, turn the TV off. What did the rapper say the other day?
I don't know.
On the Super Bowl. What's his name?
Game off. Game over. Whatever you say. Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar say, turn the TV off. Yeah. Turn the TV off. Turn the internet off. You don't have to watch this. The problem is,
I was minding my business when the people sent me the link.
Yeah, I know it's coming.
And the clips.
Did you watch it?
No. Oh, the clip?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
How many times?
Only once. Only once.
But now, 3 times now, I've gone to the show.
Only because the initial shock.
At what point during when you were watching the clip, you decide that, hey, this is too much for me?
As soon as she started talking about the multiple parts of her husband's body, that's when I said, people's imaginations are a crazy thing. To the point where women in church now are being encouraged not to wear open-toe shoe because man them is catch excitement from the feet, and she could go online and on live TV and start talking about rose and thing. No, there's got to be fair. It's got to be fair. So I'm not against what she said, time and place. Let me read these comments so we can move
swiftly on. That's what Kenny says for more intimate setting, sure. Maybe, but anyhow, how you know what I gone?
I got time. Maybe we can talk about this.
Y'all pick this up.
So you see exposing yourself here. So you said this was Dr. Sue, 2025.
It's Dr. Sue.
Exactly. They don't see exposing herself. Like, what will be? Shakara says, you think the wig does be on? Oh, Shakara. Wow, Shakara. Shakara. All right. Okay. Shakara. Really?
Shakara. You've been gone a couple of weeks and you come back being very badly behaved. That was entirely
unnecessary. Shakara. Let's say the Believers version, not the 2025. Jessica's. I might get about that.
Sorry,
Jessica says, but is the discussion taking place in the marriage ministries? But what do I know?
I tell you, we are not the intended audience. Come on.
Chia Beth says she ain't wrong. Just wasn't for TV. Dr. Sue wasn't easy.
Who's Dr. Sue?
Yeah, you got to ask Dr. and Gassy. Rashad says, I'm confused by other parts of the body as well.
Oh, let it go. Y'all let this go.
She's might as well than say the brothers could have learned something as well. So she should say the brothers, probably the married brothers, Rashad. Just Shakara, but we come off the internet.
Please log out.
I guarantee there'll be more people trying to tune into that next show.
Without again? Ratings gone up.
Because they want to know.
I feel like we've translated into the part of the show. We've moved on. Let's move on. First of all, before we go any further, while Miss Shakara is misbehaving on the internet, we must shout out Kaylin Bonamy, who celebrates her birthday today.
Yes, happy birthday,
19
Kaylin.
Years of age. Big happy birthday. Shout out to Kaylin. KTB.
Yeah, Rita said she knows my guy for 30 years as well.
This is powerful.
Aura said she's a satisfied woman.
And I love that for her. And I ain't gonna lie, the level of freedom she have on the internet, just talking like willy-nilly, she got to be a satisfied woman.
Well, I'm saying it is what it is, guys.
It is what it is. And if you want to be like me, you got
you see how subtly they exposing my age on national radio?
We ain't said the age yet, though. We can say it soon. I was in primary school and he was driving.
Rashad said the husband is a boss because she big the world out of him. She talked about her man. I love that for them. Absolutely, Kenya. There is no more desensitization. Yeah, so that's Marisha's comment to yours. Like, our children are watching all kind of. Children are probably more versed in how to achieve.
Oh, definitely.
Than their parents are.
I did my parents. I did my mommy before I got married. I think she's like, how come how come we even talk about sex? I'm like, man, what you want to know? I said, Laura,
you did not say that to Laura.
What you want to know? Because we wait till now. I was 30 now. You could talk about this. Like,
what you want to know? We assuming, and that's the problem, you know. Why?
I mean,
You know what?
never
I
talk about
believe that.
Delton. Never
talk about it.
The one time it came up in a conversation between me and my mom, I cannot remember what the context was, but she made a comment and it was like, and then of course you're not having sex, so. And I was like, but how are you sure about this? This is like in my this is my mid-20s.
I remember Daddy talked for sex with me. We was driving. I could see it like Claire's Day. He's on Marathon. We was passing Marathon Mall in his blue Lumina. I was sitting back in the car. I was in grade 11, so I was around with 15. And he was like, I know I had sex till I was married.
Just out of nowhere. Out of the
Yay! Good job.
I was like, oh.
Okay.
He's like, yeah, no, you get married. It's like, oh, okay. That was it.
Yeah.
That's all the sex talk I can remember.
Never had that conversation with my dad. Never.
That needs to be. We need a show for that.
I had R&B.
Do you know what? And there's definitely an uptick in single women abstaining content on the internet. I kind of avoid it.
Yeah.
I kind of skirt around it, like the content creators who have made that their niche.
Yeah.
Like trying to hold the single sisters up in keeping themselves. I'm like, no, it's a daily fight. I don't have time to sit down and watch somebody else talking about their own fight.
Yeah.
Let me just live my life and you live your life, and I wish you the best and you wish me the best.
Rashad said the husband was in all his glory.
Rashad, you need to let this go also. We're ready to move on, guys. We're ready to move on.
Visual.
We're ready to
the
move on.
visuals. The visuals. That's what Sin says.
No, she's a specialist.
I didn't see anything with visual. Where was your mind running?
You clearly don't have a very good imagination.
I wasn't trying to imagine.
Rashad says he agreed when the marriage coming over. He say I would know how the other parts was used. Like, I just used the other parts, Rev. Rev, talk to us.
I was just agreeing with what she was saying.
I think next week Shanique should bring the husband on the show. I think happening. Next week, Shanique should bring the husband on.
If Shanique does that, Shanique bad for true.
If she brings the husband on,
if she goes to get the husband and say, okay, we need the other side of this. I ain't gonna lie, I tune in for that. I brace myself and then I tune in. A different opinion. I think it needs to be said, and I want to say the fact that it's being said on live TV is bringing attention to a topic that needs to be addressed. But then the thing is, what happens after this? Because you're saying it needs to be addressed, but we need to address it within certain parameters. We need to address it with certain teaching. We need to address it with certain sensitivities. So, okay, it's out there. We're all a key in. But when you say it needs to be addressed, what? You feel like it's going to force the pastors, the youth ministers, the marriage ministry people to address it?
Hopefully the pastors and stuff like that. Bring it up.
I'm not going to lie. I just assume that's all y'all talk about in marriage ministry.
That's what people assume too. Yeah.
The marriage ministry still kind of bound. They're afraid to talk really. They'll touch the topic, but they're afraid to go really in depth with these type topics because
they have leaders who aren't equipped, versed, knowledgeable.
And that's when they call a prophet.
No, sometimes it's just sometimes
that's when you call the prophetess. The prophetess coming.
Some people just feel uncomfortable talking about it.
That's a taboo topic in church for like.
It was a taboo topic for years, just like drinking was a taboo topic. You know, it was, and so I think we need to be liberated and understand that sex is beautiful.
Donnie, man. Come on, man.
That's your Fox on the screen. You see on the screen?
Anybody watch White Chicks when he was like, you were thinking it, but you said it. Donnie said that's the part of the body.
Look at the bottom screen. No, look at the bottom screen the next side.
Underneath the video of me, read the comment. Donnie Cyril.
There's nothing underneath you.
It is.
Oh. I was looking at the wrong. Yeah, Foxel gal. Maybe.
Ew. Shakara said she's having a podcast soon. You saying this as you know this for fact? I mean, I feel like that would be a good idea.
It's an easy way to go.
I think that's a brilliant idea. She could create a marital advice podcast, a spin-off show for couples. Even as a single person, I learn ways that I could keep my wife happy sexually. I need to know how the other body. Let it go.
That's the key for the trifecta.
You should say, I mean, inserts video of lady who wants the mind of Christ and the body
of a stripper, buddy.
Shanique Miller's show is about to be sponsored by the entire corporate community if they were to venture into this topic.
Kenyatta Google it. I think Cassie telling you Google the rules.
What the rules is.
Oh gosh. Now Jose is here. This is getting too messy.
Jose say, yeah, man, what the rose is.
Too messy.
Rose is a flower.
It's a flower that blooms red and it has thorns.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Pink.
Apparently, there's a different kind of rules.
Can I call you Rose? Better learn from her. She get turned every which way but loose. Gotta learn from her. Chakara Bonami, Juliana Chakara Bonami. You bringing her to talk to us?
Y'all should do it.
Yeah.
Would y'all go?
As a matter of fact,
Life married,
life
married couple. Would y'all go if she was brought in for a married conference?
Cassie does. I was minding my business on TikTok when I crossed my For You page. It was too much for me, so I had to share it. Someone else had to suffer with me.
And Cassie, I want you to know I will pay you back because she
Rachel
was
says yes, Dr. Sue indeed.
What are y'all talking about? You know what? I don't want to know.
Dr. Sue.
Delton, play the song of the week because these people ain't gonna.
I try to get these things. The car bomb me that wig probably being in the ceiling. I said that wig probably being in the ceiling fan, spinning loose. Let's see as God's masterpiece. Neely says nothing in marital bed is under fire. Her message was needed to give hope to some married women.
Wow.
But that one thing, if some of these marriages who have not been exposed to that type of activity, wholesome activity, if they were exposed to that, like the song says, they will not go back to where they've been before.
Nice transition. Nice segue.
I'm
not going back.
Very nice.
Not going back.
And now it's time for our Song of the Week segment. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, gosh. But what you mean the married brothers, the single brothers could have learned something from marriage. Anyway, fireworks.
Need to be prepared for marriage.
Fireworks from night one. So Rashad's like, I don't have time to waste. I need to learn the skills. So from the get, we could be flying high.
I never forget for my.
So we're just gonna stay on this.
No, we'll talk about it for a while. I never forget the night before my wedding, the church men got together. And they were doing like a little stag kind of thing for me. Hey, yeah, it's church thing, no stag. We outside church. No drinks involved. Nothing was there. No food, no nothing. We just started around the car and everybody's talking and they're just using these terms. Just like, what are y'all talking about?
What do you mean the term?
They were like trying to use like innuendos and use like these different terms. And one man was talking about the man on the boat and then one was talking about this.
The man on the boat?
And one guy, I never forget it, was like, why y'all talking to Delton like that? No, nothing. He was like, why are you using these terms? So he can go in there to this honeymoon that's talking about these terms that he don't even know nothing about. Why are you using these terms? But it's because it was church men. This is what they do. Yeah. Church men, they don't come and say nothing directly. It's talking about, and like at nighttime, you gotta, I don't know.
I do not know.
You need to know. You need to be direct.
It's like,
where was Kenyatta at that time?
He's got that rush road.
And now he was supposed to be president accounted for.
It was like,
you know about the man on the boat, right?
No.
All right.
Who's the man on the boat?
Exactly. See? And I didn't know the man on the boat. And I was like, the man on the boat. I was like, Science Bear. I was like, I know the man on the boat in the label. Don't remember that.
The man on the boat. Just know the man on the boat love attention.
So, and they was talking, and I was like, what these things y'all talking about?
You know what?
I don't even know.
You know
I don't
what?
even know these terminologies. We'll go with these 1975 terminologies. But that's how churchmen go. That's all churchmen know. We gotta be discreet because you can't come out and say these things.
Yeah, because it's
Delton, mute my mic.
Mute your mic. Anyway, this Risha says she's happily satisfied and sweetly safe.
There you go.
Justice for my friend. They laughing. Miss Agatha have you on Holy Ghost lock.
She sure did.
Oh, there's a Christian parents do not believe in having the talk. It's taboo. Oh, definitely. Vera, I agree. Skip the videos as well. I'm not interested in your ignorant celibacy decision or your abstinence journey. La la la.
Yeah.
She says, when are we gonna be lost? We're gonna be lost when we get married unless mom keeps coming on TV.
Yes.
So it seems like actually no, this is a 50-50.
For flesh and blood did not reveal that the prophetess Patrice.
No, I think it was exactly flesh, and it was absolutely blood.
Exactly blood. Exactly flesh and exactly
flesh and exactly blood.
Donisa says maybe Bahamian people is talk. Yeah, right. Delton get on the flyer, full attendance. If we put on the flyer for the marriage ministry.
Sister Patrice, guest speaker.
Beautiful.
It'd be like, remember that time you had Kirk Franklin in the concert? You can't find a space in there.
No.
Rashad say Shanique was a genius for yesterday.
Oh, genius, man. That's clickbait.
Long time. She's long time been the OG.
Show going south, you're loose, prophetess. I mean, y'all bring it up.
I'm trying to shift. Kenya's already done the segue, and y'all keep going back when we said we're not going back.
We just said the man in the boat, just the man in the boat in the label. That's what the song says. Science Bell. That's when he's look behind the boat. I didn't know, but no one about the boat. Anyway, teach them, says teach them prophetess. Terrell says this is like old Bahamian songs. Got to go down to Asia.
Go down to Asia.
Gotta go down. I thought it was racial. Yeah, racial.
What?
I thought it was go down to racial.
So.
Oh, no, old
So we're
Bahamian songs.
still not moving on from this. We're actually now going to start singing
See your
songs.
says man, but anyway,
Apparently this is
if you want to know man, but you're texting Kenyatta.
Bush Mechanic is no joke. Bush Mechanic is another Bahamian song, eh?
Yeah, because go tell the Bush Mechanic. Page me. I'll be right on it.
Engine Bandit.
Engine bandits. No need to fret nor panic.
Somebody save me.
Anyway, our guest the other day, it's all about
We should say,
Kenyatta.
you get it? Because I don't.
Let's go. Kenyatta's on the screen by yourself.
Please, because I
It's
need
all
a
about
minute.
Kenyatta today.
I need a minute.
We are here to talk. I ain't like, because all of Kenyatta is interviews. He reposts them online. He can't repost nothing but this show.
No, man.
He ain't talking nothing but these songs.
You know how when we do recording, you use clap to show
Yeah,
the
clap.
clap.
All right. New show. Bam. Hey, guys. Welcome to DGMT. Today, we are so excited. We have a gem in the country. Someone is calling our show line.
No, because
no.
If you're not calling about this,
We get a call. I need the line back. Give me the line back, please. Because we have a caller.
caller.
We have a call on today.
Caller, we really don't need you to.
All right, Mr. Call. Caller, if you can you please give us a ring back?
Caller, I need you to govern yourself accordingly. We've moved on to another section of the show.
But did we do?
Julianne said every Bahamian song, Vera. I believe you.
Yeah, for the most part of them.
I believe
I ain't
you.
lie. There's an album by one artist by the name of Ronnie Butler. Every song from top to bottom.
And when I think
this young
Ronnie,
man's
My
daddy.
dad had a song.
Jesus.
He been trying to teach you all that long time. You all wasn't listening.
That's where you want to do something?
Uh-huh.
I never forget that. I think,
And
Jesus.
if she ugly, I don't mind.
All I want to do.
somebody help me.
This is the young man's
Hey, we ain't talking about that today.
No,
We ain't
definitely,
talking about
we ain't getting back.
Because how are we going from that to not going back?
Not going
when
back.
all we've been doing in the show is going back
No,
and
the
back
man-
and back
the
and
man-
back.
Like Prophet Patrice say, don't touch the back. Prophet Patrice say, don't touch
Nice.
the back. So today we are here with one Kenyatta Taylor,
man.
who's here with some awesome and amazing news. If you don't know who he is, obviously you've not been listening to gospel music
You
for
live
the
under
past
a
30 years. So the past 30 years, you were clueless about gospel music.
We listened to KB and Ronnie Butler. That's what they was doing.
Yeah, they listen to KB at the time and Ronnie Butler. Going to the full one dozen and drive it home. But we are here today with gospel great, singing great, been singing from how long so? What is your age right now? Almost 50 years.
Yeah, at least 44 years.
Okay.
At least 44 years.
Wow.
It's been singing from the hits, Trusting in You. That's an old classic hit. I think that's one of the first ones that made
That
it.
was my first recording, yeah.
First recording, Trusting in You. That song was what, 30?
Have I heard that song before?
This is the 30th year.
Wow.
Trusting in You, Lord.
You have singles that are 30 years old. That is crazy.
And one of my favorites,
You need to put Vera outside or something.
yeah.
Shakara said he sang in school and the girls went wild.
I didn't forget him and Shakara is good classmates, good schoolmates.
Oh, yeah, my schoolie was happening.
Mr. C.I.
I
Gibson.
like how she put that though. She said the girls went wild. And this
not me per
generation thinks everything else going wrong. I was supposed to say that. Don't let it get me up this radio.
You're supposed to, you here to talk about your gospel singing, you know. Me and Delton is doing foolishness all the time. You here to talk about your gospel
I'm
singing.
gonna just talk.
But yeah, so he's been done music all over the world with the group Vision and all. I remember Vision. They did the remake of the classic from the late great Dr. Miles Monroe. If you want a brand new world, if you wanna, gotta come. That's what the prophet is saying. All right, that's what the prophet is saying. And he's done songs all over the world, sang for presidents, pastors, bishops, prime ministers all over the world.
And
we're
girls.
glad, and girls all over the world. And we're glad
now
to
he's
have
singing
him.
for Jesus. Amen.
Nobody can be me.
No one can be just singing. We're here.
Nobody can be
We're happy to officially introduce to the DGMT
Officially introduced.
after well over
Lord
an
God
hour.
Almighty.
In on the drawing.
Good afternoon,
Oh,
sir.
boy, I didn't want that.
All is well?
In the one Milo.
Be very. It's giving
My-
cycle.
It's low. We are low on the Milo.
Oh, man. Make some tea. Oh, yeah.
That's why you cranky, because you come in here like you was. You see
Sorry,
me trying
guys.
to get the show back on.
For those who want to know,
The bishop,
that's
that's the
in
bishop
back.
say.
Eric outside.
We could extend that conversation, though, but you got to join us.
Y'all have a show for that. It's called the Barbershop Talk.
That's definitely bottom material.
Tuesday. Yeah, man. Tuesday.
Kenyatta's we ready? We ready?
Take see your finger.
Take his your finger. No, the other way. He doesn't want to be seen. Nope. Turn it more.
Just these conversations.
I know if you see what he's saying.
So I would say, hey, Bishop.
Oh.
Someone tell the Bishop, get the mic back.
Why not?
That could probably help.
If you want a brand new world,
You notice, but I know what to say. You should know
gotta
that.
have that's who you can't tell a secret.
No, this guy here.
This a guy who when you say don't turn around, but such and such. What? Yeah, wow.
Don't turn
Kenyatta.
around. Someone stand at you.
Being on radio.
Who's stand at me? Who's
I
stand
used
at
to
me?
be on radio.
But yeah, so we're here.
Rashad, this is the one time I would categorically say the bishop cannot have a mic today.
Yeah, no, he gone.
And he's gone because he knows. But the people hailing the bishop anyway. He's listening to us, so he'll hear. He'll
And
hear
so we're
your
happy to
hails.
have one Kenyatta, Vashon, Gustavo Taylor.
For true, Gustavo.
It's good to be here on the morning coffee.
The morning coffee. Wow, that's
Morning.
That's not even close to here.
That's good morning. It's
That's good
literally on
morning
my
tea.
shirt.
That's good morning.
Good
tea.
morning tea.
Yes,
DGMT.
that's good morning.
Yeah,
tea.
and so we're excited here. Sir, I know you're a very busy man. We don't want to take up too much of your time. But tell us, who is Kenyatta Taylor?
Whoa. Kenyatta Taylor is a young man grew up in Fox Hill, from the great community of Fox Hill. All the Fox Hill people, let me hear you say hey.
They come in. You continue.
Born to the parents Anime and Leon Taylor. Leon Taylor was one of the great late musicians, God rest his soul.
And the Roosters.
And the Roosters, yeah. They say that's where I got my singing talent from. Just a man of God who loves the Lord, who loves people. Love me of some people, even though it's get on my nerves sometimes.
Of course.
You know,
Jesus, what kind of day we having today? The bishop cranky because he looking for Milo, and you had to say the people make him mad. What is going on?
one of the nation's recording artists, gospel recording artists. So in a nutshell, that's about me. Hail originally from the New Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church.
New Mount Zion. The
New Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church.
Husband.
To one wife.
Yeah,
To one
husband
wife.
to one wife, father
Father
to one son.
To one son.
Yes,
Shout out to
yes,
Lisa
yes.
and Seth.
Yes.
Lisa listening? You tell he's coming on?
Yeah, I told her I was on. If she's listening, I don't know.
Boy,
Especially if we were talking about what we were
Boy,
talking about.
oh boy.
You know, she like Vera. What they talking about this radio thing?
Yeah, I saw Lisa come on, listen to the foolishness and say, I gone.
That's not.
That
they
don't
shouldn't
have
be
no
talking about
time
that
for
on the radio.
foolishness.
Julia says, I'm godfather to one good David.
And godfather to one good David and uncle to one good Dallas.
Oh, yeah, buddy. So we glad here. And he's here today to talk officially for the first time on Glory 93.9 FM. You might have seen him posted on social media, but that don't count. Today is when it officially counts.
Today is the official
The
release.
official release.
launch,
Glory.
Official release.
93.
Of his new single. Song is called
Not going back.
Not Going Back. Now tell us about the song, sir. Where did it come from? How long you've been sitting on this? Because unlike other
You know, I
people,
like sit on songs for a while.
unlike other people, I know
been sitting on
Kenyatta have
this.
at least for the 152 songs just sitting down somewhere in the
Just sitting somewhere in the room on a hard drive. I ain't really like this.
So,
But they were like, but this song good. Yeah, but this, I ain't like this.
so where does one come from? How long this one been around?
This song really I think it's from the inception. I think it's about almost 2 years now.
Okay, this new one.
That's not bad.
This song actually was birthed out of conversations.
Okay.
You know, in my line of business, I have a barbershop. And, you know, in the barbershop, we always talking about things.
Yeah.
And one of the popular conversations that we always talk about, everybody have their little personal struggle or personal challenge. Even sometimes we make commitments at the beginning of the year, especially saying, something, I've been going down this road, I've been doing this, and this is not beneficial to me.
Right.
I need to make an opposite, turn in a different direction. Because every time I tell myself I'm not going to do this no more, but yet I keep finding myself back down the same road. And that could apply to so many different areas of our lives.
Right.
For some it's this relationship, this abusive relationship. Because of my self-esteem issues, I keep finding myself back here like I can't do no better. And every time I tell myself, you know what, I'm not going back there, I keep finding myself back there. It could be about even eating habits. Constantly eating foods that is not beneficial to our bodies. But the lust of the flesh, it tastes so good. The taste is just amazing.
I literally went to Starbucks and I opened my mouth to say green tea. And I went, Grande triple
Exactly.
It's
a constant. It's a constant.
That wasn't the
battle.
plan. I came in for a green tea.
Exactly. The green tea is it's beneficial to you.
Talk about it, man. Talk about it. My God.
It's a constant battle between the flesh and the spirit. And I realize that whatever you feed the most will be strongest. Whatever you train the most will definitely come out on top. And so the song is talking about not going back. Lord, I said I was going to stop, but I keep falling short. I said I wasn't had enough of that, but this flesh of mine keep wanting more. And it's like a prayer. I said, Lord, don't give up on me. I'm like a fallen star. See, I was called to be some light to the dark, but I'm down this road again. I keep going back. What Paul says, the things I should do.
It's the things I should do.
That's a very day.
I don't do, and the things I shouldn't do, I find myself doing. Oh, what a wretched! And I ain't talking to the people who don't have no battles. I ain't talking about those who ain't had no struggle. I talking to those who have constant struggles.
You on the DGMT?
Sometimes you are in a season where you find yourself just keep falling.
The saints gone quiet because you hitting a nerve. You hitting a nerve, man of God. You hitting a nerve.
And so the second verse says, "Draw me close to you, right? Because the closer I am, the least chance that I fall." And then I caught myself. I said, "Well, maybe not as much," because even not because we and I talk to people all not because you have a good relationship with God, not because you are having such a great impact for the kingdom of God. And your prayer life is there. At some point, but the old people used to tell us back when they spoke, you ain't past nothing
till you're dead.
Come on. The saints in the chat saying, "Talk to us, sir."
You may be doing so well for a long period, and all of a sudden, bam! How do I get back here?
I'm sure we were done with this.
How do I get back here?
By
now I would be stronger. By now I would be better.
Pass this test.
How do I get back here? And so at the end of the
who's
song,
sending around the offering basket?
It's about breaking the cycles of the cycles of sin, the cycles of addiction. These can be broken. We don't have to be slaves to sin. Not that means that we won't sin, but we don't have to be slaves to sin, and we don't have to be the addictions can be broken, but the problem is I think that we've been trying to break these things on our own. When the Bible tells us it's not by might, not by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord.
Come on.
These powers, the struggles of addiction, these things are broken by the power of the Holy Spirit. And so, you got to make it intentional. If you know when you and that boy get in that room by yourself, things gonna happen. You all need to be in public spaces.
That's all.
Not that. And some of us pray that God take the desire from us for our significant other.
You want that?
Why you want to do that? Why you want God
take the sexual desire from me, Jesus?
No.
Don't pray that much.
Help me to exercise. Help me to exercise temperance. Help me to make the better decisions. And to put myself in environments that will cause me to do these things.
Yes, sir.
And so so the song is talking about breaking the cycle. It can be broken. Not going back. But by the power of the Holy Spirit. By the
saints sending in their money. They sending their agreement. Jessica Bazil says, "Talk to us, sir." Jody Ann says, "My. Shakara said, "Yes, sir." Jody Ann said,
"I don't know if when I was growing up, I used to look at the pastors, I used to look at the ministers in church and be like, these people are perfect. They don't sin. They don't fall short. And then I became a minister. And then I became a praise and worship leader. And then I became like,
don't go too far in that praise and worship leader.
Not too much on that.
Not too much on that. Because we have something to talk about today.
Oh, we have trouble on every side.
Get
not distressed.
On every side.
Every side.
Stressed, but not crushed.
Yeah,
we persecuted,
but not forgotten.
But we're not
Cast
abandoned.
down, but not destroyed.
Come on.
And so, I find that, hey, listen.
One thing about y'all very multifaceted because y'all was talking a bunch of foolishness earlier, but you taking us to the holy of holies just now. Come on.
And so the song came, not going back, and like I said, it came out of a lot of conversations I have with men, people in general, just talking. I say, something. I was at home one evening. I said, Lord, this is a song. People need to hear this. I find that especially in this season of our lives, a lot of persons are writing praise and worship songs. If you listen, a lot of worship songs are being written, but songs of life struggles, songs of life challenges, songs that need to help you in certain areas that you're struggling with. I think that is this area that the Lord is leading me to write.
Interesting.
Because not that something's wrong with the worship song. We need the worship song, but we need the songs that speak to our struggles. We need the songs that speak to what we are going through, and then deal with those issues.
Awesome. I think it's time to play the song, Delton.
Play the song?
I think it's time to play the song in what is going to be the beginning of our Song of the Week.
Our Song of the Week segment, our Song of the Week here for DGMT.
So, Kenyan, I know you don't watch our show, but...
I do. I don't know if y'all watch me every night. I don't comment, but it's not that often.
I mean, you called it morning
because
coffee, so I wasn't 100%.
But y'all used to be on the morning one time ago?
No, it was not the morning part was wrong. It's the coffee. It's definitely tea.
But don't worry about the name, man. You're getting caught up in this wrong thing. See, that's the problem right there.
And the problem is not you. It's me.
It's about the show.
But anyway, we have Song of the Week is one of our segments that we have every once in a while. Delton and I will share our Song of the Week. So we're going to feature you. Your Song of the Week is going to be your song.
That's what's going to be.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And here we go. Get ready, guys.
But you've got to find an instrument to play. Delton plays the air drums. I play the air bass. What are you going to play?
I'm going to play the vocals.
Okay.
Right.
But not for your song though, for the intro.
I'm going to play the guitar.
So
I'm going to play the guitar.
Okay.
I'm going to play the guitar.
The strum guitar, because I've got the bass. I don't need
I got
else
the
playing
the acoustic guitar, the acoustic lead.
I realized I've been playing the bass really high.
It's really high.
But that's because the camera can catch me.
It's beyond your neck.
So I don't want to do it down here because no one's going to see me play.
So
guys, this is just a baby bass for the purposes of
for the
song of the week. Okay.
There we go, guys. Song of the week here, DGMT.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Hit play?
No.
Go.
Anti-climb.
That's enough of that.
That was good.
Song of the week here on DGMT. We got new instruments. I like it. Song of the week. This one here.
This is the best show in the world. Do you hear me? It don't make no sense. It's the
new
best
release
show in the
here
world.
from Kenyatta Taylor. This one produced by. What's this produced by?
This one is actually produced by, glad you asked, Sammy Starr.
By Sammy Starr.
Background vocals arranged by Junior Scott.
By Scotty. All right. Oh, you got everybody in this one.
Yeah.
Right. So here we go.
I've not been asked to do these.
Oh, he never actually done. Ah, yikes.
Coming.
Amen.
It's okay.
Yeah, see, not going back. Here's the new song from Kenyatta Taylor. Let's listen together, guys. Not going back. Oh no, we have issue. Hold on. That ain't got that sound. that didn't come off the way I wanted to come off. Hold on. You have it?
I can put it up.
I can play. You play off your computer because my computer's doing a thing that I don't like. I ain't like it. Hold on. I can put it.
Playing everything like we underwater.
Yeah, like we underwater, and that's not how we sound here on DGMT. Definitely not for this song. So here we go. Let's try it again. Let's try it again, guys. Brand new song here from Kenyatta Taylor. Not going back.
Still sounds funky. Yeah, Delton.
Yeah, I don't like it. We can't play Kenyatta song first time then sign that.
Oh, no, let's get it.
We're not going to do that. That's what we're not going to do here.
This is what we're not going to do.
Not
here.
after 40 years of singing.
Oh, yeah.
There you go, man. You got it over there. Yeah, no, we got to do like that. I don't know what's happening to my computer. My computer will be the fancy one. My computer's not being the fancy one today.
Sometimes doing too much.
And I like it.
Is it on Spotify?
It's on Spotify. It's on Apple Music. It's on all those.
Okay.
You got it?
Give me 35 seconds.
Give us
Ask
the-
you
give
one
us
more
the-
question about it.
All right, so another question we have. So do you know who the background vocals are? Just give them a shout out as we get this together.
Yeah. I don't know all their names per se. Say.
Once you
like
start
that.
calling some, you gotta
Because-
call all.
Yeah.
Because
so-
I don't want no troubles. I don't want.
I feel like
no
I'm
trouble.
ready.
You ready? Okay.
I believe
You
so.
feel like you're ready? Do a test to see. You do a test? Mm-hmm. Turn the computer up. It go up louder. All right, sound better. All right, so we can do it this time now. I like the one better. There we go. So no more questions. Straight to the song. Not going back. Kenyatta Taylor, right here on Glory 93.9 FM.
Said I was gonna stop, but I keep falling short. Then I said enough of that, but this flesh of mine keep wanting more. Don't give up on me, I'm like a falling star. See, I was called to be some light for the dark, but I'm down this road again. Yes, I keep going back. Yeah. Going down this road again. Yes, I keep going back. Draw me close to you, 'cause the closer I am, the least chance that I fall, or maybe not as much. Give me more of you, ignite the fire in me, Lord, let it burn. And if I fall, Lord, pick me up again. Lord, my cup is empty, I need to be filled up, 'cause I'm down this road again. Yes, I keep going back. Yeah, Lord, I'm down this road again. Yes, I keep going back. Please stop the cycle. Thought by now I'll be getting better. I give my all to you, all my heart, soul, and mind. Can you help me win this fight? Please stop the cycle.
There you go. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
There you have it.
Brand new release. Ducko. He wanted us to fade the song out, ladies and gentlemen.
Because he didn't like the end
He's
piece.
telling us to fade that out.
Brand new release no more. He didn't share on every station. He come to us last.
No, he didn't come. No. We're not going to do that.
It can't do that.
We don't do that. We don't do that here because he reached out to Delton to come to this show and Delton left him on red. So we can't do that. We can't fire. You don't turn off my mic.
No, I don't turn it off.
Oh, okay. It cut off my headphones, so we're not gonna fire shots. He did. He told us a long time he
We should fire shots.
Huh? At who? Delton? Oh, I done did that.
Okay, all right.
I did that. I did that already. I did that
I
already.
was catching all kind of. I said this man on radio.
No.
Every week. And I seen him.
We
on
told you
everybody.
last week how he messaged. I think you wasn't here when we talked about how I had to reach out to him because Delton ignored him.
No, I was.
no.
I was waiting. I came here for that one. He's like, I got that.
Oh no.
You got that?
I go for that one.
You want to make sure?
This way, all around the world.
let me set the
online.
house.
He on this station, that station.
Let me set the
other
house
station.
in order. Let me set the house in order. From a long time ago, he said he wanted to come here.
Yeah.
And Delton didn't make it happen.
What happened at first, right?
The ride they took him on when he was younger in my black Civic. It wasn't a good enough ride.
Yeah. Not too long.
We had no TCBY, then I took him to McDonald's ice
Yeah, I
cream.
got McDonald's. That's good. What happened was, when he initially told me about the song, he sent it back off he wanted to get fixed. Then he's like, I can't fix no more.
Right.
He's like, I told you, man.
So you get him down and fix it.
Yeah. But we good to go. But everybody's online. Everybody said they love it.
Love it.
I love it already. The
coming
first
in.
few lines grabbed my attention.
I want to say something. When you finish.
It's giving Jonathan McReynolds. Xavier says, loving it. Rashad says, why are you up there? And Jesus.
He's climbing.
Breaking this night. Savannah says, I love this song. She said, I purchased it this week.
Shout outs to you,
Shout outs to you. Franklin says, I love it.
Samantha.
Samantha.
She purchased it this
that's
week.
what I'm coming on. I'm coming on right there. When you're talking about this whole thing.
Since that's a nice song.
Because Spotify is the one that is.
One thing about you predictable bad.
Yes, get mad.
Because I saw this coming.
Yeah. Spotify is the one where you pay a little monthly or weekly.
But what you mad at? We celebrating the song. How you can come mad now?
I come now.
Turn the camera them out because he went
I'm mad at this. And I want to say this. So all y'all, I cut it right here. Just say y'all follow Samantha Model, please.
Please.
I pay my Spotify monthly.
No, Spotify don't pay the artist nothing.
I pay my Spotify monthly.
But I don't pay the artist nothing.
So what am I supposed to do?
Buy
it.
From where?
On Apple Music.
On Apple Music.
What's the difference?
Amazon Music.
He gets
99 cents, and I get some of them 99 cents.
How much is the 99 cents you get?
A whole lot more than the 0.0001 cent that he gets on Spotify.
For artists, you get like 70 or something like that.
Yeah, but when you buy it on Spotify, he gets
nothing.
0.000001
absolutely
of
nothing.
a penny.
Of a penny, yeah. Not of $1.
So why does he put it on Spotify then?
Spotify is a radio station.
They force you to do that. They force you to do that.
Everybody go on Spotify, and so I think the kingdom we and all across the kingdom, and I almost want to call the international artists and say, y'all need to say something about this if y'all in the kingdom. This is not a kingdom. This is not a kingdom principle we're doing now. We're not giving back. We're not sowing. I meet that here, by the way. Why you say like I come here and do that? I meet that here. But I was talking, and then you talking about the thing all messy, like I mess up. I ain't mess up nothing.
Firstly, somebody give this man some coffee because his attitude today is
That's evidence that he needs
I try to say the song now. Let me say the songs. So
try to make some money.
I try to make some money. No, on a serious note, I think it's horrible. It is bad. It would the gospel, the kingdom should have never buy into the Spotify thing because we ain't sowing into artists. We're not these ones who blessing us. Their songs, like people talking now about how that song they can use it now for warfare. That this breaks them off of their life. No, if you breaking that cycle and this man blessing your life, and I say this for this man who's one of the generals, and then for my little brother Davian and all the other brothers, them CJ and all them and Karate and all them.
Support the
you gotta
Demons,
buy
man.
don't go on Spotify side. Listen, no, you need to go on Apple or one of them and buy it. Because they're saying artists only doing this now for the love now. Yeah. Unless you want to go on tour.
Yeah, you don't talk money.
And when you get wife and children and things get on your personal life, you get that Ramadan touring or whatever the case is.
I got school fee to pay.
Right. so
because the stores, first of all, the tour start off as a promotional tour, so you ain't making no money.
Yeah.
Bing. Yeah. So on a serious note, and I say this from a sincere, passionate place, that man, we gotta start purchasing these products. Please go with all the app. Where can you buy Apple and who else?
Amazon Music.
Amazon, Apple.
Apple go on them. Don't do that Spotify thing. Don't do that, man. Yeah. Let's 99 cents for God's sake.
I say you can listen to the Spotify, but buy it.
Buy it first.
Like buy it, still buy it.
Man. I don't like this trend, and I think the kingdom should never jump on this. The fathers and all them, the Bishop Jakes and all them voices in the kingdom, Copeland and white, black in between. Tell them stop doing this. Let's buy music and support the kingdom artists, because our kingdom is one of sowing and reaping. As long as the earth remains, there's seed time and harvest. That's what we live on. So y'all please, man. Please, ma'am. Please, sir.
Please, sir.
Come on, man.
Let me read the rest of these comments, because the man of God surely did come to collect our friend. People right here saying they buying it. So Marisha said he surely did come to us first. She loves the song. Yasmin has appeared on DGMT for the first time since its inception 4 years ago. Wow. She said she loves the groove. Great song. Y'all don't go too far now. I purchased the song as well, Marisha said. Chia Pet said Spotify is surely wrong. Marisha clarified that I'm assuming if you buy it on Apple Music, so the artist gets 79 out of the 90 cents. It's good to know. Let me go do it right now, Aurora said. That's another ka-ching. And when you stream, we get 1/4 cent. So she's given us the stats. He has victory over himself. No coffee. You have to have victory over his attitude too. Rashad says.
With no coffee.
Rashad says.
I come back to you.
I mean,
I coming back. Let's keep on going.
And then Rashad said he just purchased it. So wonderful. We thank Kenyatta for coming in to see us today at Glory 93.9 and on DGMT. He had other options of shows, but he came to us.
Yeah, so I encourage
and we're grateful.
Spend the 99
That wasn't supposed to be shady until it came out. It was shady after it came out.
Wherever it's available, please go ahead and go purchase it. It's out now all over the world. It's available to purchase. Not going back. We're breaking the cycles. The one and only Kenyatta Taylor. Wasn't officially introduced, but joining us now is the bishop himself.
Fish.
No, we come back. He ain't gonna. I ain't like that one thing I so hate. That to me, I so hate that right there.
What's y'all this morning?
Y'all is loose on the town.
What you calling it? What you calling it?
That abbreviation, I so hate.
I never do it. I just did it for bands, and when I said, I was like, oh god.
It's only 2 more letters. Give it the 2 more letters, please.
That's a whole other syllable.
That's like V.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so shout outs to Kenyatta Taylor. Not going back, Bishop Dentrell is here and all. His longtime friend.
Yes, my good friend.
I've known him for 30 years. Bishop Boy known him for 40. Because they're 2 of them both. Yeah, also close. Fix the camera on them.
Me and
Like,
him
angle it this way. Look, that camera.
Turn my camera.
No, there. Let's pull it towards me. Yeah, so you have to your excited.
I knew him. I knew of him with Devon. With Mrs. Devon was Miss Sage Reeves. He was Miss C.I. Gibson.
Yeah.
So
that right there, you getting really far.
Well, that's where I got to know this name, Kenyatta Taylor, and then Zedness, Sunday, to be the one the Lord's calling for. Oh, you remember that? Okay. Come on, in these last and evil days,
he's coming back again.
Yeah. So that's where, and then I got to meet him really when we did a workshop to Mount Calvary. Back, and I just want to share this. I think it's important for everybody to know this. We did a workshop together, me, him, and Devon.
Let me put this on here right now. I do not like this young man.
We did a workshop together. Vera, I want you to hear this, man.
I'm listening.
We did these songs, and we happened this church, church choir. And
never forget it, buddy.
We just elevating the saints. It was Mount Calvary Baptist Church.
Right down, that's Blue Road.
Right down, I think it's Blue Road. Yeah, and so
I gotta go radio soon.
And so we did a song. No, you don't know the song. We did a song, Cast Your Cares on Him. Mm-hmm. And the song was featuring Kenyatta Taylor. We called Kenyatta Taylor sing the song, Power God Move as a Mighty Time in the Lord. He gets up, he says, ladies and gentlemen, before I sing this song, I want to dedicate this song to a particular young lady who was a girl he dated at the time. At the Holy Ghost concert. He dedicating a song to a girl. And I look at the Christian radio. I really would say more about, and I saying,
isn't it okay to tell your friend, cast your care on the Lord?
I don't think you should argue this one. I think you should let this let this be a pleasant.
What if your friend at the time was
I
going
said
through?
This ninja in the middle of this Holy Ghost concert, dedicate a song. I said, this demon, how you could do that on the Lord's pulpit singing the song of Zion? And she there smiling. she there.
I've decided.
You know, to show that it was not a fleshly move. When we sang the song, the power of God fell, and everybody who was there heard the song.
One thing about God, he could use
Listen to me.
Even
Listen to me.
Even a donkey.
That was donkeyish. I won't lie to you. That was a donkey move. I was like, this dude just did it. And after that, we became friends. After the donkey move, after that night.
That's how you all two became besties?
True story.
Very good friends.
Yeah, I was gonna
because
say-
he wanted to know how to do the same thing.
Like,
Yeah.
teach me.
But with his saxophone.
Teach me that way. So great one.
And let me tell you
what a
something.
time.
He learned
All right.
very well.
Foolishness.
Yasmin say another example of a good message, wrong time. Good message, not the time, not the place. Not the time.
Perfect.
But
Not the
we were
place.
very young at the time. Very, very young.
You know, I wanted to ask how old you were.
We were very young.
Because you could say very young, but how young?
He should have
That was
been.
before trusting in you, Lord, eh?
Yes, sir.
I mean, I wasn't
Yeah.
even alive at this point. So.
So that would have
I
been.
was talking about
That's what I come.
that was in
I hit a donkey.
that was in probably 92,
You hear the door? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I said 9.
92, 91, 92. We
So-
were fresh. I was fresh out of high school, not too long out of high school.
Yeah,
I
so
need to
that
come. I need to come out and come back in.
you do? Where you going?
You need to come.
No, let ref get
No,
up.
I had.
Yeah, no, and okay, that's a leave, guys. You know, maybe we should have to go do, but I show soon.
I want to thank you guys, man, for supporting the song, loving the song, share the song, like and share.
Somebody asked, did the power really fall? when
The
that
power-
song,
the
when that
power
song was
fell.
sang, did the power really fall?
The power fell.
Was it power or was it emotions? What exactly fell?
How do we know?
And,
This
later,
is a perfect segue into the next section.
and
of
how did
our
the young
show.
lady feel afterwards?
The next and final
Delivered,
section of
delivered.
our
She
show.
She felt delivered?
Delivered.
How long did
care.
that deliverance last?
She gasped every care.
How
Every burden
long
out of
did that deliverance last? Don't answer that question.
It's on
See,
Spotify.
It is,
on
but Janelle,
Spotify.
the man of
It's
God,
on
said,
all the
don't
digital platforms.
pay for it first.
Yeah, so they pay for it.
Pay
and
for
then
it
listen to
first and then listen to it on Spotify.
Spend 99
Thank you
cents
so
on
much.
your boy, man.
Thank you so much for coming. I'm gonna
Thank
spend
you so
99
much.
cents on you.
For having me.
So boy, let's give you $1. You feel better?
Can I just give you the dollar?
Someone asked me the same question. I
Okay,
said
let's
no.
give you the $1.
I ain't
and
gonna lie
listen to
because the
Spotify.
dollar is more than the 79
79
cents.
I know, right?
I rounded it up.
That's all right. We want to see the traction going through
Okay.
the digital.
So
platform.
when-
This is actually my first time on the digital platform.
Yeah.
How's it going so far?
But, you know,
You're
they
yet
do
to-
reports
Okay.
periodically.
I think you should add the rest to Spotify though.
I'm going to add the rest to
To
Spotify.
elaborate?
Yeah,
That needs to go out there.
I'm going to add all my music.
Yeah.
You should see me, and this is a testament of how old I am. So I was going to ask someone to assist me to do it, to upload the stuff. So I say, you know something?
You can
Shouldn't be
yourself.
that hard.
Oh boy.
The process, what should take 10 to 15 minutes, took me 2.5 hours. Because every time I keep trying, some keep messing up. Then they say your session has expired.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you something. When I tell you, I almost say to my song, I'm not going back. That's like, not another time. You know, I felt like I was under attack. I said, the enemy don't want this song on the digital market. Hey, enemy. I just say that when I do it.
Chia, you ask her working out is. That's what they do. Chia, someone asks how okay that is. That's right there. You would know how holy he is. He could not have loaded someone on the Spotify. That's how
My
you know.
God. But now I know. So
Yeah.
the other ones, when I upload them, it's going to take me, 5-10 minutes.
Yeah. So we can download and you can add all the rest. You can add to elaborate. You can add
Satan, you nobody.
Satan, you're nobody.
What's the go back?
To elaborate.
What that is?
To elaborate. I want to praise you.
That's
To elaborate.
That's Hebrew.
No, Spanish.
Oh, okay.
To elaborate.
That sounds like fun.
That's on my
Yeah,
Twitter.
it's-
That's
You
on.
never released Ghetto Girls?
I never released Ghetto Girl.
Ghetto
I heard about
Girls.
it 2 weeks ago when sitting down inside the service.
This one
with
is for
Brother
my
Brant.
ghetto.
Why did you think about that song when you were thinking
Because
this?
he put out a song.
He put my part in the song.
For my ghetto girl.
Yeah.
I never released that.
I think
I was scared of the backlash. That
Yeah,
It's
I think
giving
in order
J
to
Moss.
do it-
community.
In order to do it, no, I don't. That's what you get.
No, I mean like
I wasn't afraid of that. I was afraid of you would need to explain the narrative because people would
Yeah,
see it
because
if
a
they
lot
had
of people are taking offense.
if they don't hear the words, the
Right.
lyrics.
Because when you say ghetto girl, you thinking I trying to call you junglist or
Right.
some derogatory. No. Ghetto girl is simply a young lady that grew up in an urban community or would be called the ghetto.
The ghetto. Yeah.
And it's speaking about the ghetto shouldn't have to define who you are. Define
Got
who
you.
you are.
I understand what you mean.
And so we highlighted Mother Pratt in there.
And so I put Mother Pratt. She's from the ghetto. She was the DPM.
Right.
At that time,
And,
yeah.
now she's Governor
Now she's
General.
Governor
Now
General.
she's the Governor General.
Yeah.
I see. I
Yeah.
understand.
So I think the challenge with that is that he didn't have time to. You can never just sing it. You have to.
Yeah, you had to explain it.
Explain it.
They'll come on the show for you. Come on the show.
Come on the show for
Come on
us.
to DGMT.
And I mean, he took us in and he gave us the explanation for this song, so that would have been good. That would have been good.
Yeah. So we happy to have him. You know, he has to get back to his place of business.
Of employment. We thank you
We
for
don't want to
coming.
get fired. Yeah, keys on
We
the
know
floor,
you had a
can't
good
go
time.
far.
You should come back again.
You
You
definitely
should come
come back,
back
man.
again.
We usually have.
DGMT is always a good time.
We need to finish this discussion.
No, I think it's done. Wherever continuation you want, Barbershop Talk Tuesdays, 6 p.m.
Yeah, Barbershop Talk. I think you need to get to the other parts of the body. I think y'all should definitely get to the other parts of the body. To me, that's Barbershop Talk, though. That is the epitome. If there was a time, you need Barbershop Talk. If there's ever a time,
and if
you need
there's
Barbershop
ever a
Talk.
group that could really discuss that to the T.
Right to the D.
I mean,
Barbershop Talk.
to the T?
Just to the T.
To the
Okay.
T.
You still don't know what a
Stop.
rose is.
Next
Why
time.
has that gone left so quickly again? Listen, we're gonna bid Kenyatta adieu. Wish him well on his way. We have one more thing we need to cover, which is really the main topic for today's show. We have 13 minutes left to do
Thank
it.
you, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Always a
Thank
good time
you,
having you,
sir.
sir.
So y'all give Kenyatta a round of applause. Tell the studio audience to give him
Studio
a round of
audience.
applause. Where the studio audience
I think they
is.
left.
Oh Lord, they gone before he gone.
Yeah, studio was
Jesus.
like, gotta get him out of here. Gotta get him out of here. Studio
Bishop.
audience.
Bishop.
What's your number?
My number.
I know what you're talking about.
You just take the seat and you'll just join us. I promise you'll
Oh,
like
this
it.
but the one you post online, do you advertise?
Yeah.
No, I ain't got that one. People
Why?
When I do that, people get mad at me.
Just laugh for the first few minutes though. Don't go in. Just enjoy the kiki at first, and then at the end you could do the closing.
So who was the person? Who's
See,
nasty?
you
Who's
already
nasty?
starting getting mad.
Who's the one who's nasty on with the husband or whatever? Who it was?
No,
do you
nasty. You say nasty.
Nasty.
Who was talking about?
Oh, that's
Prophetess Patrice Smith on
The old
Beyond the
one.
Headline.
There's a new one now.
This is like yesterday.
This is yesterday's show. The first time she just mentioned one thing. Now this time she went into a little more details. Of exactly. Yeah. So that's what happened.
We done with it though. We moving on to something else.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
That's why I said.
I mean,
see where
unless
the
you wanna
camera can catch you.
No.
Unless you want to open back up, then maybe we're here for it.
Unless you want to go back. But as far as Kenyatta has said, we're not going back. And we're done.
Yeah,
We're done with that.
we're not
We're
going
done with
back.
that. I'm happy to be done with that. Trust and believe.
I mean, unless.
Very happy to be done with it. Delton, not so much.
Going back.
That song has been playing in my head continuously.
I'm careful as a man of God to comment on other
Oh, your face right in that camera.
laborers, especially when I disagree with what they do. So if I just leave it alone.
You disagree?
Yeah, but how they do what they do.
Oh, how they do it? Okay, all right.
I think you said enough.
Yeah.
I think that was
I think you
plenty.
said exactly what you
I
want
think
to
that
say.
was plenty. Anyway, we're segueing out of that topic into the main topic of the day. Our views were super high earlier on in the show and they've dropped just a little bit. So if you know someone who needs to be present and accounted for front and center.
They look at brand tickets.
He look at tickets for June this weekend.
True. That scared me, because I was like, what?
He got
In
the
a,
towel.
in a space of 3 days, he's changed his hair and he's gotten locked up. That's too much, Bishop. That's too much, Bishop. Anyway, so we're segueing really quickly into the last segment of our show because y'all made me angry. Y'all upset me this week. Y'all really stir up the righteous indignation in my spirit.
Don't get totally mad at me, Vera. I was just show you one thing and show you why I choose.
Don't get totally mad at you. I could get a little
You
bit
get
mad.
mad. That's not all
This
of it.
here to me. That to me is sick.
Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Delton. In case y'all want to call into the show, because someone tried to call in and they didn't call back. If you have a telephone number, you can call in to share your opinions on things. 817-2544 is a text line. You can just give us a text at 817-2544. Or if you're listening via radio, you can call us at 827-2543. Again, that's 827-2543 to share your opinion. We want to hear from you because that's what makes this show possible. Your listenership, your communication, your comments. For those who are listening on the radio, you can join us. on Glory 93.9 FM. Glory 93.9 FM, and you can listen to us on Facebook and YouTube. We don't. I want to read. I can read. I know how to read.
My mommy lets me read.
That angered me.
I think we got to talk about that separate and apart. We can't start that now.
No. I don't want to start it wrong.
Okay.
No, but not me.
That's exactly what he was going for, Frankie. He was going for sounding like an ad. Let's go. So this week on Tuesday, something started on social media. There was a lot of kiki around it, and I want to go with dear kiki. But as a worship leader, I felt personally attacked. And if you know a worship leader, tag them, share it with them, tell them we just need 9 minutes of their time, because I want the worship leaders to be here to stand on business. I need us here, present and accounted for, to defend ourselves, because they tried to drag us, they tried to come for us on the internet. There were musicians in the chat trying to make comments. I was like, oh really now?
Trying to form coalitions.
Yay! Trying to form coalitions. And I said we were going to address it on DGMT. I can't remember the last time I was excited for a DGMT on a Tuesday.
Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I saw this and I was like, I felt like we discussed this when this came out the first time.
What?
This same conversation.
No, sir. Absolutely not. There's a lot of things you felt like we discussed and we don't. Because remember, we never really get to what we're supposed to discuss.
I feel like we did back. No, this is an old post. This is old post.
No, but we haven't discussed this. I promise you that. I promise you that. We haven't. Thank you, Julianne. Julianne's on job. Bishop's trying to distract us and we have 8 minutes.
I want to see the post.
Okay.
I can put it on the screen now so you can see.
Gonna put it on the screen.
No, I asked you that question.
And so Delton's going to put the post on the screen. And of course, there's comedy. Y'all two aren't focused.
Sorry. All right, so the post started, it was posted by, I can't remember the person's name.
Tag them all, Julianne. Every last one of them. Scoop them up. What you speaking in tongues for now? What happened?
That was the post, posted by a person by the name of Vernon Bird. His things was things you wish worship leaders would stop saying.
Oh, I saw this online. I didn't open it though.
Yeah,
and mind you, I didn't really open up his one. I just looked at the Bahamian reposts, and my brothers and sisters in the faith and in ministry, their comments.
Oh, you looking at his post?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I'd look at his post.
I feel like. So I don't really pay them too much mind.
I mean, we take our stuff from them though.
Yeah,
we get our ways from them. So
this one say, "Open up your mouth." It's rude to me somehow.
It sounds rude. I can go through some of the American ones. Go read
so
some of the Americans. One of this one says, "I know this ain't in the song, but."
No, I don't know that. I know the one. This ain't on the song list.
Yeah.
I think that one. I know this ain't on the song list, but
how many come to serve the devil notice? I don't need everybody, but can I get about 3 people?
Why does that make you mad? Just be in the number.
Mike acts up for 1 second. The enemy came to steal our joy, but I serve a God.
These so specific.
Very specific.
Very specific.
Stand up and give him some praise. Hasn't he done enough for you? Open your mouth and bless him.
That's not things they say. That's a whole sermon.
You sit here with your mouth poked out like he didn't give you breath. Hey, sir, ma'am, I was trying to sit here and reflect on my gratitude, but you bullied me into acting. That was sort of what I said, that the Americans said. You have the Bahamian ones? Because I didn't have the Bahamian ones.
I sent you the Bahamian ones, no?
No, you sent me.
I sent you the link and you said you couldn't open it.
Yeah.
So I know that one, Jose Etienne reposted it and there were people commenting under his. Let me read them. I can't put them on the screen, but I could read them. So we had some.
You got it. Because I ain't got it.
See, Jose be posting every 3 seconds. So you got to scroll down.
Seconds,
you got to scroll down. This is Tuesday. Oh, Lord Jesus. I got to go. Go.
He's the person I know that you told me posted it.
Fashawn posted it as well. Oh, no, I've gone too far now.
Man, how was it ready?
I don't know.
Yeah,
what was the date? Oh, here we go. I found it. Right. Okay, so when this was brought locally, this is what some of the local saints said. Like I didn't know God put you. Huh?
So I'll say something confused.
Oh no, I need to put those in order because some of these ain't making no sense. Out of context, out of order. So Jose's one was, where are the real worshippers? Who y'all think y'all is, bro? That was his one.
I gotta find the next one.
Oh no, most people's comments were just about that same one. And then I responded to that post saying, I think we should do things we wish church musicians would stop doing. And there was a lot of kiki, but no one wanted to be brave enough to crack the ice. Nobody wanted to be brave enough to crack the ice. So let me see what y'all say. First of all, I feel like y'all need to pray for your worship leaders and don't drag them. Don't drag them for those things that they say. Because in the pressure, sometimes you say it comes out of your mouth and you're like, that didn't make any sense. Or that didn't come out how I wanted it to come out. But let me try and find. There was a post where there were actual.
I think a lot of the time what really happens is you're sort of unprepared. When you're unprepared, you try to say things to fill space. And what usually happens is you just go back to what you do as normal. When praises go up, blessings come down. Anybody need a blessing today? Anybody need a blessing? Come on. Bless him. Come on.
I don't think it's lack of preparation. I think it's...
some of the weird things I'd say, I don't want to say weird things. Like when you say things that don't make sense. That's because the people have no response, so you find something to get them.
So, some other ones that I've seen from the local saints, if that's your best, then I'll leave you alone. Just stop talking. And then someone's response was just stop talking, period, and lead us into worship. I had a problem with that. I couldn't agree more. Save the speech. Just sing. I know my bishop agrees with that. I don't necessarily. Julianne said, I don't need you. Hold on. I'm just reading the comment.
That's not fair.
I don't need you to go with me. Fair. I'll praise him all by myself. And then this was your wife.
So wrong.
This was your wife. And so I responded to your wife. I said, Julianne's response was, she said, she doesn't like when they say, I don't need you to go with me. I'll praise him all by myself. Her response was, gone them. It didn't need an announcement. So I responded, Julianne, I feel like I say a version of this, but you'll be frustrating. Julianne said, leave them, let them be. They'll get it. Chances are the children or the spouse caused them almost cuss that morning. They're just trying to get in a good place before they get warmed up. Hold on. I said every Sunday though. Okay, carry on. And then your wife sent 3 paragraphs, and that's when I was like, we need to have a show. Julianne's response, stating the obvious ain't going to make it less frustrating. And I think this is just to all the things. The prerequisite to being a worship leader.
Julianne clarified herself. There was no personal attack on you, Vera.
Oh, I know. But one band, one sound, Julianne. I can't let you drag my brothers and sisters in the ministry. I can't let y'all do it. The prerequisite to being a worship leader is you being able to go all by yourself. We know the worship leader can. So it just comes off a bit oxymoronic when the worship leader says they don't need the congregation, but the priming says the you here isn't you, Vera, it's the worship leader. Really do. And truthfully, we do, because we can accomplish much with less effort if everyone is on one accord. Just tell the ushers, don't seat them all together. Sprinkle them next to the fire starters. I love that Julianne's offering solutions to these problems. When they get it, they'll get it. And it will be in spirit and in truth. Come on, woman of God. But don't make the people lie in church, because then they really only praising to appease whoever is on the pulpit.
Samantha was funny. Samantha says, someone said it's a real simple song. Meanwhile, the song have 10 verses, 3 bridges, and a melody no one can catch on to. And that's not a simple song.
It's a real simple song.
To me, Samantha.
You know what it is, Samantha? We trying to debunk the myth, because y'all already come when it's a new song. Y'all already have your defenses up, so they say that to bring your defenses down.
It's a real simple song.
They just trying to bring your defenses down.
And then comes in some title red song with gotta move it back.
Rashad said, I don't think it's being unprepared. Sometimes the musicians don't be ready to play, and it leaves the awkward space for the worship leaders to try and fill. My musicians are on the live, so I'm not going to say nothing. My musicians are on the live, and I'm going to meet them in practice this afternoon. I'm not going to say nothing.
It is the truth, though.
I'm not going to say nothing.
You're right about it.
Frankie says, I think it's the look of the people as you are looking at them. Most people look blank as if they are not there. Julianne says, Sam, LOL.
I don't have a problem with the cold spirit. I don't like that one. If I go personal. When you walk up there, as soon as you get on stage, there's a cold spirit in you. You just reach.
Now, Delton, I'm with you 100%. I don't think we need to announce there's a cold spirit.
When you
try not to. Anything that's antagonistic.
There's a cold spirit in you. Y'all got to praise him.
Anything that's antagonistic, I disagree with. But sometimes, Delton, it is a cold spirit.
But sometimes a ghost
Sometimes be a ghost spirit. Now you don't have to say it. Agreed.
Just try warm-
100%.
just try warm it up.
But can we agree that sometimes it's a ghost spirit?
Is there a warm spirit? Do you have a hot spirit? How many spirits are there? Is there a warm spirit? Do you ever feel a warm spirit? You be like, there's a
cold
warm
spirit.
Do you be like, there's a warm spirit the other day? Do you feel that?
Yeah.
You don't know that? So
No, because that's not so difficult to work with. I can work.
I want to come here.
That's the one that you say.
And then a warm spirit.
No, he ate the lukewarm spirit.
So be warm. That's not
No,
lukewarm.
warm is hotter than lukewarm.
Oh, really?
Warm is hotter than
When
lukewarm.
does lukewarm become warm?
Warm, huh?
When does warm become lukewarm?
Huh? I think you're warm before you come lukewarm. I don't think you can go from lukewarm to warm. I think once you be lukewarm, he's gonna spew you out, and it's too late. But if you're warm, we could
Which way?
crank you up to get to the fire.
Look at the fire. How you feel with this, Bishop? Someone text me now and say that their nephew's quiet. I can say what it was. Someone text me and say,
I think the bishop
why
is
my
very
nephew
troubled,
quiet?
very troubled in his spirit today. I'm not sure why.
How you feel with the worship leaders? Man of God? As a pastor?
No, before he speaks, let me say, because then once you speak, the show's over.
No, I won't understand.
Okay.
I mean, this time.
I was a worship leader.
Today.
I still am a worship leader. I think one of the dangers of being a worship leader, sometimes you can assume an authority that you don't have. I did it very often. I from my posture now, I look back with much chagrin at Denzel, the worship leader. Like, you
I see you slipping in
authority.
chagrin casually like so. I see you.
You don't have that kind of rank. This kind of authority that you yielding, this sword you throwing around, like, nah, bro, pull that back.
Yeah.
But it was and a lot of it was because, for me back in that era, because of what we had seen. Sometimes it wasn't even from a sincere place. It wasn't even from an authentic place. It was just like, this is how you do it. So because I know what it is to be in that space and to function like that, a lot of times I'd be like, oh, Lord, they can get there. You know, because that's one of the things.
How are they going to get there?
I think after you, good point.
Because I think when it comes to worship leading, you just kind of form habits. You form a way of doing things that kind of just becomes your way of doing things, as opposed to, I don't know how to explain it. I think it's a ministry position that is difficult to evolve in.
And I'll tell you what. You see, you want to read some more comments, because then this may be the part. Okay,
I have some more here. I have some more things that people don't like the worship leader saying, but we could do that for Kiki at the end. You go.
Yeah, so I think that's one of the dangers, that worship leaders need to be reminded of where their authority ends, where it begins and where it ends.
Where does it begin and where does it begin?
You're not the pastor. You're not. It's not your house. So you don't ever talk down to the people. You don't ever talk from this perched platform, and y'all come to where he is. That people should never feel demeaned by your leading of worship. Worship leaders should not instruct; they should influence. But sometimes we get so caught up in the instruction element of it that we don't ever influence the people. That was very good. That's one of my lines from my worship conference back in the day. When it's doing things.
When you was still doing the wrong thing.
No.
When you had evolved.
I was free then. I was free. I evolved shortly before pastoring. Shortly before I started pastoring. Then I think those of us that had to lead worship in settings, and this is where I feel the worship leaders. Those that had to lead worship in settings where, oh boy, help me, Holy Ghost, where we wasn't sure whether what came after us would have been worth the while. There was a great responsibility, but we got to make sure it's hit. Okay, I know I said plain enough. Explain some more. So this fear that, you know what, if they don't get their Holy Ghost from this may be the last window they have in this service to get their Holy Ghost. And so there was an added pressure. There was a pressure to perform, but not from a carnal place, but a pressure to, but I got to invoke. I need to lift this service. I need to elevate this thing. I got to get this thing high. And so that in itself kind of caused the worship leader to be in a headspace. So I remember me reading scriptures before I led worship and preparing some things, like I can say this here, and getting my little sermonettes ready, my exhortations ready, because I got to wake this. And then, of course, you know, you got the people that are making you on, like, come on, let's go.
So now you're preaching.
Oh, you going now. You go and you ready to
So
go.
now you're preaching.
And now you're preaching. So for Life Worship Center, because I have come from that place, I know that space, and I was guilty of it. I was horrible in some regards. Anointed, passionate about God, sincere, but I look back and be like, boy, I would have fired Denzel as worship leader. If Denzel was worship leader, I had to send him home. I had to send that joker home. Now I tell my worship leaders, led by one amazing Ghanaian sister. I tell them.
Meanwhile, I'm in deep in my feelings. Go on.
I tell them, I got it. What's coming? Gonna be good. So I need you just to you just no pressure on you. Just worship. I got it. I come in.
Interesting.
And that's something I've shared constantly. And because I know what it is when you had to carry the whole weight, and a lot of my worship leaders, and I don't think that was the case of one particular person there, but the others who I know very well, they come from background something like me, where that was the pressure. The pressure was I had to carry it, so it wasn't even an insult. It wasn't like, oh, you're doing this wrong. No, I know that space of, I got to lift this thing, I got to carry this thing, so now you only have to. And then the last factor that kind of shaped me, because I already shifted before Life, but when I got in Life, and we had no worshipers. Oh, God.
Oh, you're not allowed to say that. Where the real worshipers. Where the real worshipers? Because they didn't have any worshipers.
We didn't have no worshipers.
There wasn't no real or fake.
Wasn't real or fake. They didn't
know the song.
They didn't know the songs. They know nothing.
What are you saying there?
So we literally had to walk the people into this place of worship. So you had to become authentic. Because they said, nah, looking at you. They ain't know what to do. They ain't clapping. They ain't this. Reggie in front of the church with he tanked up on and short pants and gold Jordans. And you trying to lead people into worship. So then you had to really find that authentic place of worship. And so John 4 became real. With the true worshipers, you had to find that true worship. So the thing is that knowing the house you in, because some houses they want their worship. Some pastors probably want their worshipers to share the exhortation and do that. That's what they want.
Take the pressure off.
Yeah, take the pressure off. In Life, no, we good.
I got this.
I got this. I think for me, it wasn't even necessarily specific things that people said. I think it was
I found this in there. I love it.
That's my copy.
Wow. I mean, they gave out hundreds, so it literally could be anyone. Oh man, that sucks. You should have got a special version. I think for me, it was it felt a little bit antagonistic, right? It was all in the spirit of a kiki, but I think for me it represented a separation, not necessarily in my church, but one that I see in the kingdom that I just don't like. This kind of like them versus us, like praise team versus the congregation. And I think what you're saying, it comes from creating this sense of condescension. And I think that creates people who are just waiting to see if you're going to do and say and sing what they like. And if they don't, and I think that's always been an irk for me. Like, for me, in the truest, deepest sense of what I think church should be, and you're going to be like, Vera, what? I don't think praise team should exist. I really just don't. Absolutely. I think you should bring your song. I should bring my psalm. You bring your hymn. And we have that's how it goes right there. So for me, I know this sounds insane, having led worship for more of my life than I haven't led worship. I just have never really quite liked the concept of having a praise team or a worship leader, that there was somebody who was responsible for leading people in worship, regardless of the fact that you may have a congregation of people who aren't worshipers. Because Julianne said that whole thing about they will, eventually it will be in spirit and in truth. And I don't necessarily think you need your hand held to that. I think you just need to be an atmosphere with the people who do.
I think you did song starters.
And immediately when you have somebody on a stage with a mic who had to plan and prepare for this moment, there is a separation.
Yeah.
But
actually, no, because when you go back to how it was before of its song service, it was still a difference.
Right.
Because they were on the stage, they had a mic.
Yeah.
But the whole thing was, everybody turn your books to this song.
Yeah.
To this page, yeah. We're going to sing Tree, Tree, Tree together. I'm going to start it in the key that's too high for me. But we're going to sing the
But you know what, Delton?
We're going to sing the song together.
What's the difference now? Because the lyrics are on the screen. There's no reason you're not joining with me with the song.
I look at this, all right.
You know what I mean?
I just look at the lyrics.
What has changed? What's changed is that you don't have the book in your hand.
I think in a lot of...
Or is it the expectation?
Like today, in the front of my band today, right? They sing some song. One song they say, it's like, why did they do this? Before I know it, them people were singing up that song. But there was one praise worship song one song, and I was like, this ain't appropriate. When that thing crank off, them people started singing up us. I was like, oh, shit, it's me.
I had the problem.
Yeah, I think it's one Maverick song, one newer Maverick one that I know.
Oh.
I had it.
Ooh. Ooh. My brother Gilbert started off with the keyboard. Oh, Gilbert, man, and they go. I say, y'all sing, Jared. Y'all go ahead in. So I think what it was with the hymns was just familiarity.
Yeah.
I think one of the problems, not problems, but I think one of the differences with the worship leaders today is sometimes we feel so pressured to go do new songs. So we don't get songs time to ruminate,
to soak.
Yeah, we got to do. A new one came out this week. Let's do another new one. There was
we call our praise team out because we coming fresh out the gate.
There was
tomorrow,
this
maybe.
conviction that was formed from rote, from repetition. You know, so like Delton said 3v3, and those of us who grew up like me knows I'll fly away, and 52 is Jesus on my hand, and so these songs had there was a resonance through rote that we have.
And we had a problem with that.
We had no problem with it.
But now we do have a problem with that.
No, now the new school worshipers, they weren't doing new song every week because another new one coming, so you can't even hear the
But
songs.
hold on, which came first, the chicken or the egg? Because are they doing new because there's a pressure to do new, or are they doing new and now people are getting lost? I feel like they're doing new because there's a pressure to do new. I think so. I think so. Because I think of how much exposure to music is different.
The worshipers putting pressure on themselves to do the new.
You could go on that stage.
In heaven, they saying the same thing. Holy, holy, holy.
They ain't got no more words.
Ain't no more words. The whole is full of glory. So I ain't. This whole we gotta do something new again. I ain't one of them.
But I mean, but then you talk about for your culture, y'all sing the same. There are more devotion song has a list of songs.
Because I come for a culture where what's it? Pump and prime does not exist. No, not pump and circumstance. Pump and prime does not exist.
Oh, prime, pump and prime.
It doesn't exist. New or old or middle way, it just doesn't exist.
We come to go.
We come to go. We come
Let's
to go.
That's right.
Whether it's 5 of us in there or 5,000 of us in there, we come to go. So
we ain't got that yet.
Yeah, do you know? I don't know if it's a yet thing. I don't know if it's a culture thing.
I think it's a yet.
You think it's a yet thing?
I think churches like ours and churches like, I can say it's like Revolution, other churches like that. I think because the culture's being set and the tide is riding, I think we're getting there. We can get to motherland worship. No, I said unapologetically. I think we need to. Because I watch it in amazement. I watch it in like, good God. I was watching Selman the other day, and Selman was at least that one song. You wanna them people raise up, and I was like, what? Like what?
Like now you're talking.
Yeah, what time I watching Nicholas. And he go, yes, hold on, they come on. I said, Jesus. These words. What they say, and I don't know, but that thing feel good to me.
Yeah.
That feel good to me.
Let me read some of the comments. Rashad said it's the premise of the post for me. I come from both backgrounds, the worship leader and the musician. Aurora said yes. Julianne said ain't nothing like motherland and Caucasian worship. That's literally 2 complete different ends of the spectrum. But Caucasian, the caucasity of their worship is such that they raise the first line, everybody goes.
Yeah.
Everybody goes. Anyway, I love a SOTH from Selman. Dwayne says he agrees with me in many regards. I'm just going to read his words. I believe even in the very distinction of the name praise team, worship team, we create a separation from the congregation as if they are also not part of the praise team, worship team. Are they not in front simply because they love the Lord and can sing the best? So are they not the singers? The ones like the singers.
Yeah.
Judah, they went first. I assume everybody behind them was singing too, though. Nope. Maybe I was wrong.
All bets.
Yeah, I think for me, this is a tension I've lived in my whole life, my whole entire existence. So I'm very sensitive about these, and I unashamedly say I am somebody who, if I could choose, I wouldn't lead worship. Like if I had a choice, like it isn't something I aspire to.
So you would start should that be, like I said, song starters? Like you have song starters?
No, I mean I just wouldn't be part of the team. I would just be on the floor, clapping, give me a flag, give me a handkerchief, let me take off my shoes and have a good time, right? So I feel like I defend the pure-hearted ones, not to big myself up in any way, but there's no aspiration, there's no desire to be seen, there's for the ones that they're not trying to be the pastor, they're not trying to preach the word. I listen, and Pastor Denzel said something in it. I kind of it clicked in my head that the reason I am so free in leading worship is because I've never had to worry about that ever.
Right.
I've never had to worry about having to fix for the person. Like never in my life if I felt like Jesus, this is going downhill once I finish. Never, ever.
Many.
Yeah,
that is their reality.
That reality, I've never existed in that reality.
Now because they can't call it the people.
But the thing is, I'm also a bit stubborn in the sense that looking back, maybe I should have been a bit more conscious. So I'm not going to say I always was in a position where what was coming after me was hot, but I was just like, no, I'm going to do my job. You do yours. I've never felt like I was going to do somebody else's job. So I think in those circumstances, when I see people saying they shouldn't be saying this and just sing the song, it's like,
Aurora says, I need you on stage, so let's not negotiate it. That's
Stefano.
Don't call people names on air.
No, she ain't him. That's Stefano.
we don't.
That's your friend Stefano.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I think for me, I'm very protective of worship leaders because it's a really difficult job. And I think in the same way we cover our pastors and make sure they have the word for us, we should do so for our worship leaders to make sure that the oil on their life, the songs that they're hearing, all of that.
But that's almost like in stark contradiction to what the premise of your Dwayne statement.
Which is what?
They just part of us.
No. They should be, but they're not. I'm not.
Oh.
I'm saying that's the ideal. We don't exist in the ideal. So while we exist in this world,
okay,
where we do have the person who's responsible for leading, y'all make sure you cover them.
One of the things I used to say when I do worship clinics was that the worship leader simply worships first. To lead means to be in front, to be first. So we should just be worshiping first, not worshiping chiefs or worshiping, or like you are just, you're not the praise police. You're not there to monitor our praise and to tell us whether we praising good enough. You are to inspire and to worship first. And sometimes when you get so caught up with trying to lead worship that you don't worship. So you yourself lead praise and worship, and now you drain, and now you, oh Jesus, I need some water. I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta go get myself. What? I thought you just was getting refreshed. Why do we leave the stage after praise and worship and we drain, we done, we finish, we like, I am kaput. But your job is to prepare us to hear from heaven. Now you can't hear from heaven because you bust up.
But I will say this to you, Bishop. I agree.
And I've been there too.
I agree. But I would say is,
sin is making tired.
Let's be wow. Let's be 100% real. Let's be 100% real.
I preach about tired.
Let me be 100% real. Worshipping first in your private space is different from worshipping first in the public space. So to make it seem like this is just a replication of your own personal worship, it's not the same. Because in my own personal worship, there's certain things I'm going to do that I can't do when I'm on the stage in front of people. Take off my shoes, close my eyes, go down on my face. If I do that, you're going to say I disconnect with the crowd.
I'll tell you this, though. The times when you slipped in your personal spaces are times we have never forgotten.
But even those slips are very conscious, There's a point to which we have to stop.
And they are so memorable.
I agree. I think they're memorable because they're few and far between, as opposed to just the way it's always done. I think it's unrealistic to say your personal and your public worship are the same. I just don't think that's practical.
Amazing that you believe that so many people have personal worships.
Huh?
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying so many people. I'm speaking for me. I'm speaking for me and
your
you.
Altruism
No. I'm speaking for you and I.
Believing
I'm literally speaking for people like you and myself. I can only vouch for me.
Okay.
I can only vouch for me.
All right.
So I'm talking about me and you because you're talking about you just worshiping first. Agreed. And I think in that sense, I'm very free.
Yeah, and there's a worshiping first that is corporate. There's a corporate worship that we all hold, that we have. There's
That's a skill. Worshiping first in the corporate setting is a skill.
I'm talking about we have a private worship and we also have a corporate worship.
Right.
Not leading worship. I'm just talking about the worship that we allow everybody to see. Mm-hmm. Do that one. Because that one ain't necessarily leading. That's just my worship that I'll do, from the floor. And I think worship leading is really bringing your floor worship on stage. Not creating this next worship again. Mm-hmm. So you get your personal worship, your floor worship, and then we create this other myth. And this, see, that thing we create is annoy people because
that's inconsistent.
That is. What's going on here? What is this? What is this? So we need to just try to zero down to two worship, private worship, and floor worship. Yeah. Don't have three. That third one's getting in trouble. That stage worship is the one that is be a little problem.
Let me read these comments. I would say that Marisha says, I would say that there's a story in the Bible where they send Judah first. We can't pretend that forefront worship is not in the line of fire. The separation is that we're on the front line. It's not a matter of considering we're above. It's that we're the first on the line of attack outside of the leader. So I think we need to cover them, like Vera said. Rose says you leave tired because the congregation is not engaged. They're not in worship mode. Julianne said you got to leave people be because they've been through plenty before they get to church. Tell a pastor. I don't know what he's supposed to be telling me, but she said you should tell me. The personal
bring your worship. Bring your personal worship to the stage.
Oh, okay. The personal will flow into the public worship, in my opinion. Dwayne says, we didn't create this separation. Didn't we create this separation anxiety? And can we correct it? And how we equals the church? I feel like we've spoken about this before. Like, why did we transition from song service to praise and worship? Was it a case of trending? What was trendy? Or was it like, did it come out of necessity? Was it a real need?
I think that it came out of a disconnect.
Between?
There's something that 212 does for Francina Watson that it doesn't do for Aurora. Like, even us, we enjoy it. But they will go in. Tears, broken, crying before. You saw, remember Mother Dawson in convention? What song that was, the last song? The last song we sang in convention. Whatever that last song was, Mother Dawson had to be carted away.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh.
I did not see that.
Convention Sunday morning. She couldn't get it together.
Oh, I did
the
not
last
see
song
that.
they sang on
the last song in song service.
I don't know what it was.
And I enjoyed it and I was laughing, bro. And I said, oh, jeez. I should be laughing. I just having a whale of a time. But that thing cut in so deep to her that she had to be carried off stage. They had to carry her down to her seat. And she's down there.
I remember.
She was down there, she couldn't catch.
And y'all moved right on and she was still there.
She was still going in.
I remember.
Don't say y'all move on. Maybe say I was insensitive.
I say y'all, all us. Everybody who was the moderator.
Yeah, but the moderator.
Everybody who was the moderator.
But I think the disconnect. So what those songs mean to them is not what they mean to us. We enjoy them, we appreciate them, but they have a different kind of meaning. The way you would sing a hymn and the way funds were cooking and go in the big funds, all right. They wouldn't. It wasn't the same thing for me. So I think the praise and worship kind of brought us into that space. It was a way to get us into that space.
Is there a new evolution of the praise and worship? Is there a model that is more fitting for this age, or are we in the right space?
Yeah, the African and the Caucasian one.
Oh, okay.
Where everybody engaging, where it is. What I
think it capitalizes. I mean, from my observation, the main difference is it just capitalizes on simplicity. The African worship.
But that's what it should be.
It's almost like we've gone back to the beginning, though.
Right, and that's what it should be. I think whenever we allow practice to override principle, then we lose potency. So
I didn't even know what he means, but it sounded good.
So the practice of worship, we started to worship the practice and forgetting the principle of it. And so what started off to be okay, we because of the change in generation, because practices changes with dispensations, with generations, with time.
But the principle should remain the same.
Principles should remain the same, should remain unchanged. But when you abandon the principle and everybody just run forward with the practice, then you lose the potency, you lose the power of it.
Give us like the cliff notes or the crib sheet. What is the principle, the core principle of worship in the corporate setting?
Worship in the corporate setting, it flows from everybody appreciating the worth of God, from the root of that worship, worth. That he is worth so much to us, and so literally we are coming together in this place corporately to all express our gratitude and our reverence and our awe and our just this worth of him. So that's number one. The next thing we also understand is that in the process of this, he's so amazing that he says, I'll actually come down and be with y'all when y'all do this. So now we have an added incentive. So now we came in with just gratitude and awe, but now he incentivized our worship by saying, listen, if you do this thing right, I'll show up. And then on top of that, then not only will I show up, I'll speak. So when it is from that place, then everybody that comes into this room, and then I guess we had a fourth there, we know when that happens, the ones who ain't in the space, he comes down so heavily that it'll impact them. It'll change their life. And then come here, Mother Heber and them, and then they'll cry out, I yield, I yield. I can't stay and sit no more, because we create that presence of that energy. I don't use non-church terms. We create an energy in the room that is so powerful that it's intoxicating. You can't even get away from it. When we come with that mentality, then we really just, we listening for them to tell us where we get next, not to do it for us. So the praise team really is telling us, how are we doing this together? The praise team becomes like, okay, coach,
just
what
the
today?
Navigators.
Yeah, what we doing today?
We all on the ship, but you just navigating. You telling us how we get into our destination.
Absolutely.
You've walked right through the door I wanted you to walk through. Because you began by saying that the corporate worship begins with everybody really just coming together to appreciate the worth of God.
Absolutely.
The challenge that worship leaders have is feeling like we are not collectively appreciating his worth. And I'm not, because everyone likes to jump on, but they new to the faith and you gotta grab the ones who, I ain't talking about them. I talking about the seasoned saints. I talking about the churchified folk. What is it that we're missing? Why aren't we coming seasoned saints? Why aren't we coming with that sense of worth? Why aren't we coming with that sense of appreciation? Is there a lack of teaching? What we doing wrong?
I think lack of teaching, lack of revelation, a lack of depth.
So it begins there. That's really where it begins.
Absolutely.
It begins with people learning who God is.
We ain't past the Psalm 46:10 text yet. That be still and know that I am God. We have not yet known that he is God. And that's becoming so foreign, that idea of being still before the presence of God. That's not an instruction for the worship service, that's instruction for the believer. That's not a part of the service.
Church, yeah.
That's a part of your life, to be still and know that he is God. So that time of gazing, like Tozer says, in his presence, gazing in his face, just spending that time with him to get to see, the coming together is so that we can have that Matthew 18:19 kind of experience, that your fire with my fire creates a bigger fire.
That's what my mommy grew me up on. You're supposed to come to church with your fire.
Right. And so I really come
to church with your Holy Ghost.
I try to create one flame now. We can blow up this country. We can tear up this whole community. I had some stuff I couldn't live by myself. I come in with this corporate space now. The corporate prayer, I need y'all to come with me. We connect together. That's what it, but I think, and then many of us in the pulpits, us, not everybody but Denzel, but us, we have minimized this. We have downplayed it.
It being?
This establishing the worth of God, creating an environment where people begin with knowledge rather than trying to begin with passion. Remember, knowledge, passion. Begin with the knowledge. The book that Tozer has there called The Knowledge of the Holy. Begin with that knowledge of the Holy, knowing who he is. We don't begin with that. We begin with teaching you how to do it rather than teaching you why to do it.
And therein lies the problem.
Therein lies the problem.
And then, you know what, as a solution, because I like to leave DGMT with a solution, a takeaway, I think then the responsibility of the worship navigator, I prefer to call them now, as opposed to leader, the worship navigator is to utilize that moment to help paint the picture of the splendor, help paint the picture of the grandeur. So ensuring that the songs that we sing do that. We spoke about this before, that there were songs back in the day that we came up with examples that a lot of our songs now are about the action, it's about the output, it's about I lift up my hands, I do this, but less about the, oh Lord my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the works. Like songs that actually just break down or something that God is challenging me about. And I think I definitely need to sit with it more, but this language of praise, that for a lot of us who are learning the language of praise, people don't even have the language to praise God. Like some people don't know how to praise. They don't know how to thank or glorify or magnify. And actually, we take for granted that the scriptures give us, for those of us who are still learning, when you learn to pray, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. There's language for praise. And actually, we maybe as worship navigators need to give people that language as a starting point.
I want to go back to something you said earlier. Like, yes. let me start with that. Yes, okay. Most definitely. Because just to go and come back, that's what happened in our church with prayer. We helped to give people language. And COVID really helped us. COVID was so good to us when it comes to even creating a greater oneness with regard to prayer language in our church, because everybody was praying. But I wanted to say something else about a point you made about when you come into the circles as worship leaders and the people that you're leading don't have an appreciation for that worth. I think this is why a challenge of praise team rehearsals is that praise team rehearsals only practice songs. They don't practice worship. Where has, and I don't say this arrogantly, and anybody who's listening who's not familiar with what I'm about to say, I apologize that you're not familiar. Where has Denzel Roll and Friends ever gone and didn't invoke presence? That's never happened. Was it because the audience was so hot and so engaged? No. It's because of where we were. There's a place that we are at where it didn't matter. When we went to that church up in Nashville, it didn't matter that they didn't worship like us. When we went to the funeral of one of our members at the Church of Latter-day Saints, at the Mormon Church, it didn't matter that what we're doing was not known by anybody. It was like, it didn't matter. Because of us. There was no more when I talk to praise teams directly, and not churches, but praise teams, I tell praise teams there's no reason for you to ever miss, because you have enough up here. You should never miss. You should never be in a hole. Oh God, it's a cold spirit in here. There are 3 of you. There are 4 of you. There are 7 of y'all. Y'all good. And I thank God. I've been saying that long before Dance with Friends, but now with Dance with Friends, I just thought about it, that now it's an example of it. Because we are all so caught up in this space called worship that it could be at the F&M rally, it could be at the PLP prayer breakfast, it could be at a function somewhere in Lord God in Albany for Shania Twain's birthday. It don't matter. For Shania Twain's birthday, it don't matter. Because of us, not because of them. So I think my some takeaways for worship leaders is that the worship leaders, in addition to learning songs, probably need to stop learning songs and let's learn worship.
Come on.
Let's spend more time worshiping together. That these people up here are my worship partners. That we worship together. And then the struggle of the intercessor stayed home this morning, and so the wrong people in the front row, and so I ain't getting that pull, and Rita didn't come, and this one didn't come, and we ain't getting that kind of pull that we used to have. It don't matter. I don't need the pull. I got my team. I got my squad.
See, I just wanna say, Julian, that's why I say I could praise all by myself. And I'm not attacking you. I'm just trying to let y'all know y'all ain't gonna phase me. We can do this regardless.
What's on the screen? Whoa.
What's that?
Rashad want to know, Bishop, why don't you put on a workshop to teach this? Man, he won't have this from the show, man.
Whoa, you need to take that off the screen. What is that?
Why?
Whoa.
Let's do something.
Rashad, you just need to share it.
Where did that come from?
Let's do something to help the
I think
saints.
where it came from is very logical. I think Rashad came to the most logical conclusion after this discussion. that the bishop needs to do a workshop.
And this needs to be heralded.
Someone sent me a meme or something, and I think it's apt as well. Another thing to throw in there for those worship leaders that are on the live, and I think I'm living and breathing the reality of this. A healthy church needs a strong relationship between the worship leader and the pastor. And I think that's 1,000% the truth. And maybe that's why in the past, maybe I wasn't worried about what was coming next. I should have been worried, but I had a really strong relationship with my pastor. Whether I thought they could deliver the word or not,
Didn't even matter.
It didn't really matter.
Gotcha.
That's my dog.
I know.
And when we sit down, he's going to say, Sister Vera, Jehovah, you are the Most High. Again? Okay. Yes, sir.
Yes, that's what I want to hear.
Aye, Captain.
I thought one of the
Shout outs to my bishop.
the Caucasian pastors always like to break down things. He said, what if I watch this clip and there's like a lot of praise teams have become Aaron when they should be Moses. where the Aarons want to please the people, so they build calves, and they build golden calves. While Moses going to the mountain to try to hear what God wants for the people.
Oops.
So a lot of praise teams have become Aarons.
Oh my.
That's really good.
Oh my.
We want to do what the people want. People want calves. Let's build some calves.
Oh my.
That's some good
where
stuff
we
right
should
there.
be, Moses. We should be on the mountain to find out God
Love
what you want from the people. What you want to tell the people, God. And
This is a Burger King.
Thank you very much.
You want to do what you want to do. This not Burger King. You can't have it your way.
You can't have it
right
your
there.
way.
That was an excellent note to end this discussion on.
That's it right there.
Excellent note to end this discussion on. So we thank you all for tuning in. Delton, we did Song of the Week, but I didn't do mine, and I wanted to do mine.
It's okay. That's always your song of the week.
That was his song.
That's his song of the week.
It could be yours.
Okay, that's fine.
That's your song of the week.
Yeah,
I wanted
okay.
to do mine.
What's yours, man?
I wanted to do mine because it's a song that's been blessing me for. Let me give you the preamble.
Okay.
Right? It's a fun song. Like, it's got a nice catchy beat. But when you listen to the words, it's like juke you in your chest a little bit. Like, and I remember the first time I heard it, I was like, ooh, it shouldn't feel like a slap in the face, but it does, even though this is a really catchy beat. So you're there just jigging and like, but these lyrics are kind of strong.
Sort of cutting.
Yeah, sort of cutting. And so I've been listening to it, having that little prick like, these lyrics are kind of strong, but I love the song and this is an excellent message. And I watched an Instagram video of a girl who was like, a lot of us have been singing this song, but have you listened to these lyrics? She said she likened it to the song Refiner, I Want to Be Tried by Fire, Purified. She's like, a lot of us say these things, but do we really, really mean it? And I said, woman of God, you talking. And so I've been listening to the song and I've been more conscious to align my mind, my body that's jigging to it, my mind that's thinking about it, and my spirit that is being convicted by it to come together and be like, no, this is who I need to be. So I want to play this song, put this in your spirit,
Let's go,
and
buddy.
see if and how it blesses you.
So this is
The song is called We Will Be Many. Am I playing it?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
I think you have
The song is called We Will Be Many.
Right?
The premise of the song is we're going to go save souls. And when we save them, we'll be many. That's the premise
Who's
of
it
the
by?
song. Sound of Salem, Lawrence Oyo, and Moses Hako.
Oh, yeah, definitely. How'd you play right now, man?
That's me, eh?
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's not the song you talking about.
This is my song of the week and the word I'd like to leave with the saints as we sign out of DGMT this week. So that's it right there. The song is called
now, so
We
you're gonna
Will
words
Be
out?
Many. So the
I don't know who's gonna.
The
start.
lyrics-
Okay.
The lyrics are: the nations are waiting, the people are hungry, the master is in need of vessels. So I pledge my allegiance to the one who has called me. I will make Jesus proud. We will be many.
And then some of the
I just took out the O. I just took out the
That's what
O.
I'm waiting on.
O is literally just O. It doesn't need translation.
That's what about
The
it.
nations are waiting, the people are hungry. Oh,
There you go.
yeah.
That's possible.
So we must pledge our allegiance to the one who has called us. That's the line that cuts there. I pledge my allegiance to the one who has called me. I will make Jesus proud. We will be many.
We will be many. Oh.
So that's my song of the week.
Song of the week from, once again, what's the name of the person?
Sounds of Salem and Lawrence Oyo.
Just so y'all go find it. Just for those to know. I don't know how to spell it. If you're going to tell you how to spell it.
What?
But look at
Sounds
Moses.
of Salem.
No, I mean the person who sing it, the songs.
Sounds of Salem.
I thought the song sounds Salem.
No, the song is called We Will Be Many.
We will be many.
Oh.
We will be many. Oh. So y'all go ahead and find out when that's the song of the week. Don't forget, y'all going online, y'all going to Spotify, y'all going to iTunes.
Not Spotify.
No, sorry, that's Spotify. Spotify, you can't buy it all.
Yeah.
Apple, you can go buy. So you go into Apple, you can spend the 99 cents. A bare, okay, if you buy it, it can cost like $1 something because you can the conversion rate. But spend that little $1.20. I think something like that. Something that comes to at the end of the day.
I wasn't
and
happy
support-
about her Kenya. They didn't want to take my dollar, but that's fine. I understand.
I get you right now. So I'll go ahead and go buy Kenyatta Taylor's new single. It's called Not Going Back. It's available now on all. Everywhere you can buy digital music, you can find it. And so go ahead and make sure you buy that. And make sure I go to church tomorrow. Church starts for us at 9:30 a.m. at Life Worship Center. We have a new song on the praise team list tomorrow.
Brand new song.
We got a brand new song.
If ever I felt personally attacked, it's today, buddy.
So we got a brand new song coming to you.
I feel like I need to say this.
What was it about?
There was a time in our ministry, in our church, based on the demographic and the experience, new songs didn't go down very well. So right now, while the saints are open, we dropping all. One day, we're going to shut shop and we're just going
it
to run
depends
all
on the
these
song,
back.
though. You realize like the song that catch well have a particular feel.
Not always, Delton. Not always.
Give me one that doesn't have a
I stand 10 toes down. Delton argues that certain songs catch, and based on my experience as the person leading the song, I have to disagree.
What song?
No, we're not having
from
this
our
conversation.
ancestors
We're not having this
has not
conversation
caught?
now.
The song of my ancestors has always caught. You think so?
No, it's one that don't catch it. One that has one.
That's what you do go for?
Which one is it? Tell me on the side so I don't sing it again.
Why you don't go for that? You don't go for that?
I ain't understand. You keep on guessing. I ain't saying
Well, you've already said it though.
But I would say what it is.
Why wouldn't you say which one it
I
is?
was about to say it'll be short and simple. It's gonna be a new song. I think it'll be short and simple.
I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it.
Five verses later, three key change.
Listen to me. I don't know when this happened, but that's Samantha. That girl got one loose praise, boy. I don't know when.
From day one.
From day one.
I didn't know.
So
I was somewhere else like, whoa.
Because you're busy in the front driving your car. That's why you
I be driving.
I
don't know. I be digging. I be going. Boy, that be going to get it.
My introduction to Samantha was her losing her wig on live. That was my introduction to her.
Samantha's the one who lost her wig?
She lost her wig where in life?
In life. That's my introduction to her.
That was
social media.
That was when that was a church anniversary.
Oh, she posted.
That was a church anniversary.
That's my
Minister Davian
introduction.
Chase was leading before
That's
Apostle Benjamin
one.
Smith.
And she lost her wig.
And she
posted-
came off
she
and
posted
she
that.
gone viral on
We didn't
TikTok.
post that.
Baby.
She posted that. She made
Viral
that
on TikTok.
She made it viral. It wasn't us.
Viral on the talk that ticks.
She made it viral. It wasn't us.
I told Sam someone I say she said she wanted to join the reunion choir, but she can't trust herself to behave, so she didn't come. That's the one.
Like, I can't
Sam
do
say
that.
I can't promise y'all
Well,
to
they
stand
got
in a
me.
line and sway left to right. Forget that.
And y'all
I
coming
can't
out.
do that.
But they got
Sam say now, Minister Delton. Times have passed. Sam, that came back on in TikTok recently. I saw that go around again. That was they revived that one.
hope. We've got
Sam don't come to play. All of these things we said about worship leaders and congregations and cold spirits, not at my church. Not at my church. And I love my church.
No cold
And I'll be there tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. We invite you all to join us if you do not have a church home. This is you playing something? Okay, because I know I put my laptop on mute. Oh, this is the song? Who's singing that?
Kenyatta.
That's him singing that line?
Oh,
That's
You guys are really.
what does that mean?
Oh my God, we
Yeah,
bless
he
you.
was gonna
Hallelujah.
praise his
Glory
name.
and You bow down
gonna
and
praise
worship you. With our hands uplifted.
all that.
In Jesus' name.
I love it.
Jesus Christ.
We're gonna end with that. I like it.
All right, y'all, y'all be
DGMT
safe.
is we love you.
It's been
Thank you
real.
for it's been fun.
It's been real fun, guys. Y'all make sure. Go church tomorrow, man.
Go to church tomorrow.
Have some fun with like-minded believers. As the pastor yours and you
Pray our strength. This time next week we can see you all again.
This time, yeah, be back here, guys. Y'all do well. Be great.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.